Baby, when you grab a hold, make me lose all control. Just throw your clothes on the floor for me. I wanna see it, all that lovely. I wanna eat it, can't get enough of it. Ooh, it's hot like an oven, baby. Come and get this loving lady. It's all for you, and you get all of me. Now I know you said do it slow, but sometimes I can't help but stroke. Hit that spot till it makes you go to the moon. Girl, I'm trying to make your toes curl, and watch the sweat drip down your back. I love it, baby, when you throw it back like that. Ooh. See, it's the voodoo that you do, honey, that makes me wanna go spend all my money. Put a ring on it a long time ago. I just had to let the whole world know that you're mine. You're mine, and you're one of a kind. And you were made for me, perfect by design. Baby, what you do is slow, make me want to lose control. Hit that spot that makes me go to the moon. Girl, you make my toes curl. Make the sweat drip down my face. I love it, baby, the way you grind.
Dope beats.
Hey yo, Dayton, you're going crazy.
Oh my god.
Last time I've heard of you till 16. 2 years with Tuesday 16. I'm 22, still don't know how time went flew. How keep myself what's right, what's left when just screw. 23 I job for attention, 24 in 5 dimension. Mad fiction, not changes, the one thing please. Keep them people, I change them, one good reason. Switching seasons like money comes go, quick flash. Back when I dated, got limits cash. I was hating, going fading. I choose by a month, only one bag. Go want me in her bag, she only wants what's in bag. If I'm wasting, got man chasing. What's his white, what's left is hating. I ain't got time, but drop rhymes. They could call me, ask how I've been. What I'm up to, so I drop to 5, what's in 10. What's in tech, back 10. Papa showing one piece thing. Chica buena, had the oro, be my queen, I'll be your Zoro like.
husky. Good morning, it's another day, my friend. But soon the sunshine turns to moonlight, life goes on. It takes some time to say goodnight. You close your eyes to dream next thing tomorrow's here.
It's a brand new day, never hold on to hate. Cause you was placed here to be great. Please take your place. All queens got a seat at my table. Cause without y'all, then the man ain't able. Melanated queen, connected to the universe. And so I gotta thank my mom for my birth. If hate is the curse, then love is the remedy. So I send you love no matter creed or identity. Until infinity, look at you like you kin to me. Even when we disagree, yo, you still kin to me. In other words, I can't bring you no trouble, can't bring you no beef, don't wanna see you deceased. Now if I'm coming at you, I'm coming with a business plan. Cause every day I'm on some, yo, let's get this money, man. Yeah, and that's my real plans. I rest my head at night, I wake up, I got another plan.
Good morning, it's another day, my friend. But soon the sunshine turns to moonlight, life goes on. It takes some time to say goodnight. You close your eyes to dream next thing tomorrow's here again.
It's a lot of high rappers tell me why we don't get money together, but we'll kill each other over whatever. Running down the freeway, we gonna own down. If Black Lives Matter, why we gonna own down? That's why they laugh and they think that we clowns. They hear what we say, but see how we get down. We gotta change that now, right now to be exact. Cause hurting that man's moms is not where it's at now. Old school, new school need to learn, yo. They put us in groups so they can make more dough. The young versus the old versus the young. Black versus white, you see the pattern, right? No unity, keep them all on some gutter-ish. This way they don't prosper and get rich. Yo, can't you see it's a trick? Just open your third eye and you'll see the full view of it. Now yo, what if the powers that be know that the real power lies within the people? That's us. And what if they using things like crayon colors, black and white, to separate the people? Hey, yo, you gotta wake up. Don't let them fool y'all. Spread love.
Good morning, it's another day, my friend. But soon the sunshine turns to moonlight, life goes on. It takes some time to say goodnight. You close your eyes to dream next thing tomorrow's. Good morning, it's another day, my friend. But soon the sunshine turns to moonlight, life goes on. It takes some time to say goodnight. You close your eyes to dream next thing tomorrow's here again. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning.
All right, good morning, y'all.
Good morning.
We're back at it. Wow, what a weekend.
Good morning.
What a Monday to be here. Hopefully y'all are doing well. You know what to do. Drop a 1 in the chat if you can hear me. Drop a 1 in the chat if you can see me. We are about to get into it, man. We should be looking good. Let's see. How we doing? Oh, yeah. There we go. Looking all crispy and clean on the screen. How's everybody doing today, man? Hopefully y'all are doing well. Welcome back to another YouTube live stream and another episode of the Music Morning Show. I'm your host, ClassE Beats at ClassEbeats.com, and we got a lot to go over today, y'all. A lot to go through today. Man, I'm sure y'all have been up to date and been apprised, I should say, to the news that's been going on with the whole Kendrick Lamar Drake battle, and we're going to get into it here in a minute. But before we do, I want to say what's up to everybody who's in the building, man. Good to see y'all. Hopefully y'all had a good weekend. Let me know how y'all's weekend was. Let me know how you're feeling as well. Let me say what's up to everybody who's in the building. I definitely want to shout out Jay. Shout out to Jay. Just became a new member over on the ClassE Beats YouTube channel. Appreciate you, Jay. Easy D is in the building. We've got Casper Clark, Mr. Tesla, Jakey G is up in here. Shout out to Jakey G. Mr. Tesla says, Kendrick, you dead. Oh, we're going to talk about it, man. We're going to talk about it. Who else do we have in here? We've got DJ Snoofu, amazing member over on the ClassE Beats YouTube channel. LA Woods in the building too. Shout out to her. Hollywood Co's in here, says it's another day, my friend. Yes, sir. Who else is in here? We've got, I want to make sure I don't miss anybody. We've got Sand is in here too. Says, ClassE, how you doing? I'm doing great, man. I'm doing very well. Had a great weekend. A lot went on this weekend. My son had a double elimination tournament this weekend. They won the game they needed to win on Saturday. So tonight they're going to be playing in the final 4 game. So hopefully they win this one, get to go on to the tournament and win. So I think they'll do good. Had a good weekend with the family. Did a little bit of traveling too. So I appreciate you asking, Sam. Hopefully you're doing well too. Let me know what y'all got into over the weekend. Or if y'all were just in these YouTube streets looking at some of the drama. Jakey G said he's good to see you, sir. I was off, still off today. Got to work tomorrow. That's dope, man. Shout out to you. Who else is in here? Jay says my weekend had ups and downs. Yep, I'm with you on that. Can definitely see that. Who else? We've got Mr. Santos, or Senor Santos, I should say, is up in here too. Good to see you. Big D Wright is in the building too. He said, what's up, everybody? Good to see you in here, man. All right, I think I said what's up to everybody. Teddy's back in here too. What's good? Teddy Stepper said hip hop forever. Yeah, hip hop is going crazy right now. We're gonna get into it in a minute. Sand says, man, he was on YouTube refreshing every second to see if someone dropped. Last night was stressful, man. I stayed up a lot later than I wanted to because I was like, man, I don't want to miss if Kendrick drops something. I knew Drake was gonna drop, and y'all can ask. Lifestyle Did It will be by. Lifestyle Did It asked me yesterday afternoon at some point, and he said, "You think someone's dropping tonight?" I said, "I guarantee someone's dropping." I thought it was gonna be Kendrick, but I said, whoever drops, they're gonna drop at 9:30, and right on the dot, man. Drake dropped at 9:30 last night, so we're gonna talk about it in a minute. The Critical Chronicles of I don't know how to say that last part. Is it just YM? Shout out to you. Said my second time here, but you look clean shaven. Yeah, I switched it up a little bit. You got a little shave on. I couldn't decide whether to keep it or not, so I got rid of it, man. Yeah, shout out to Anton Daniels and After Hours. I didn't stay there for the whole thing. I was in there earlier, but he said me and ClassE was still in AD's room in the After Hours show. Yeah, y'all go check out my guy Anton Daniels, super dope content creator, and yeah, it's just a really entertaining show he has too. Big D Wright said I made 2 bops over the weekend. Prime is up in here too. Says what's up, everyone. Let me see. Jay said if ClassE's son name started with the E, he could literally be ClassE Jr. Oh, that's funny. His name does not start with the E, but he's definitely ClassE Jr. Shout out to him. All right, YM. Yes. All right. Big D Wright said Kendrick in the lead. Y'all agree or not? Ooh, let me know what y'all think in the chat too. Let's see. Sand says 9:30 guess is crazy. Is ClassE behind all of this? Hey, Sand, relax. I'm not behind all of it. And I've got the proof too. But I think y'all believe me. Let me see. LA Wood says been working with a lot of different artists and mixing the hell out of shit. Hey, shout out to LA Wood getting that work in. And let me say what's up to Band Lab gang too. I missed some of y'all. We've got Mr. Moore Lucio. I don't know how to say your last name. Beat Store is up in here too. Underdogs double dipping. We've got David right in the building. Blunt EK, Mr. Maxwell. Shout out to Mr. Maxwell. We've got Pedro is in here too. He's spamming the chat telling people to follow him. Y'all go follow Pedro, man. He needs some help over there. We've also got 2C is in here. 984 Nino is in the building too. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get into it. If y'all are new to the show, we are gonna do things a little bit different today. We're gonna start off with our topic that we're gonna talk about some of the songs that were dropped over the weekend from Kendrick and Drake. And then once we're done with those topics, we're going to get into some of the music reviews. So if you want a chance to get your music reviewed, it's super easy to submit. If you're watching on BandLab, you can drop the links right there in the live chat. If you're watching on any other platform, the link to submit is in the description. All right. And you can send in as many songs as you want to. I'm going to try and get to as many of them as I can. I don't think we're going to spend too much time on our topic today, just because most of y'all have heard, and I think some people have got out a good bit of information, but I definitely want to react to it live, so y'all can say what you think in the chat. If you want to call in, you will have the option to call in too. I know some of y'all saw the link pinned in at the top of the chat, so y'all can call in once we're done with our topic, and we can have a conversation if you want to. You do not have to be on camera, so keep that in mind as well. All right, I do have a couple of quick announcements, and then we'll get into the show. First off, tonight, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're pushing the show back a little bit tonight. Like I told y'all, got a baseball game this evening, so I probably wouldn't make it back at 8. So we're going to push the show back to 8:30 tonight. But if you want a chance to get your music heard and to win $200 tonight, all right, we're giving away $200 tonight, and you have an opportunity to win a brand new Shure microphone as well. Make sure you tune in. We're giving away 2 door prizes along with that, and you just get a chance to have a good time, listen to some dope music, and get a chance to win. All right, so make sure y'all tune in tonight. Submit your music as soon as the show starts. The link to submit your songs will be dropped in the live chat there. All right, I gotta take care of somebody spamming over on BandLab. And make sure y'all invite your family, your friends, and your fans too, so they can vote for your song to make it into the top 20. That's all the announcements I have right now. Oh, we got to give a shout out to the winner of last episode. So shout out to Norman Sand. I don't know if some of y'all may have missed Friday's episode. If you did, make sure you go back and watch it. But Norman Sand was new to the community. It was his first time on the show, and he's a super dope artist. I had seen him before in some of the work that he had been doing to promote his music over on TikTok and Instagram Reels. And he stopped by the show, he submitted his music, and he actually won his first time on the show on Friday. Now, when I reached out to him to ask him what prize he wanted, whether he wanted the microphone or the $100, he said that he didn't want either. He said, just take the $100 and give it back to the community. So shout out to Norman Sand for showing major love and giving back to the community. So he is going to be the co-sponsor of tonight's show. He is the reason that we're able to give away the extra $100 tonight and make it a $200 prize. So shout out to him for doing that. Super dope. Aww. And y'all are going to see him in the Versus Challenge this coming Wednesday. So make sure you stay tuned in for that. All right, let me read a couple more comments and then we'll get into our topic today. So let me see. I'm going to drop a poll in the chat and see which song y'all like better over the ones that were dropped this weekend. So do y'all like The Heart? All right. Or do you like Not Like Us? Or are you like Jay and you haven't listened to any of them? Oh shoot, I didn't put that in there. If you haven't listened to any of them, just vote based on which artist you like the most. Let me see. Y'all are saying a couple things in the chat. The Critical Chronicles of YM says Drake posted on his IG something like, I know you're going to drop one in 6 minutes. Drake was pressed last night. No, I think he was saying that he thought Kendrick was going to respond right away. Let's see. Shout out to Jay Tries. He says, and don't forget the BBL Drizzy victory lap around the world. Yeah, Metro. We'll get into that maybe later if y'all bring it up. Metro was funny for that. Jay says, I don't know a lot about Kendrick Drake war, but I personally don't see how Drake could win. He's getting backed into a corner. Prime says, we just got blessed with an EP mixtape of diss tracks this weekend. So yeah, absolutely. The music was dope too. We're going to talk about it here in a second. Big D Right says, oh, ClassE, are you going to start dissing us like Metro with beats? That whole Metro thing was funny, but it's just, yeah, it was just his way of getting back, I guess, which I think is funny. It's funny he made a whole challenge out of it, honestly, but I didn't know. I wouldn't do that. Jay says it's always a good time here in the ClassE community. Now this is y'all's community, man. I'm just created the platform. Let me see. What else are y'all saying? Let me see. Jakey G saying he like they just like not like us. Big D Right says Kendrick drop the diss bop. Yeah. Let's see. The Critical Chronicles of YM said unfair poll. Asking which song do you like more? How's that unfair? What should I have put? How would you ask it? YM, let me know. Let's see. Jay said ClassE making a diss track would kind of go hard though. I wouldn't do it. Mark of the Prophet said it's been a dope moment for hip hop. Yeah, I agree 100%. Teddy said I think here we go with the Ghost Riders. Teddy said I think Drake's Ghost Riders went on vacation without him because there's way too many missteps in that track. We're gonna get into it in a second. Jimmy is in here too. Jimmy Jimbo says Drake saying Kendrick's girl cheated on him. Oh man. Yeah, we'll talk about it. So I'm surprised there's a lot of y'all who haven't heard the tracks yet. Well, I guess we're gonna go ahead and play them. So let's go ahead and get into this. Let's go ahead and get into it. So I know some of y'all were saying that you're not sure. Let me see. The Critical Chronicles of YM says I say it's unfair because Not Like Us is just so much better. Blows Drake too easily out of the water, but that's just me. Dang. It looks like the chat agrees with you, and most everybody has voted too. Some people are liking the Heart Part 6 though. Actually, let me do this. Y'all give me 1 second real quick. Give me 1 second.
On the nosebleeds, that's just my kind. Yeah, you just my kind. Yeah. As a guy, best friend, I see the window. His head's off with your man, so you a widow. Was this my intent from the start? I mean a little. I mean a little. I mean a little. As a guy, best friend, I see the window. His head's off with your man, so you a widow. Was this my intent from the start? I mean a little. I mean a little. I mean. As a guy, best friend, I see the window. His head's off with your man, so you a widow. Was this my intent from the start? I mean a little. I mean a little. I mean a little.
Yeah, Hollywood Code's in here. We're gonna talk about it here in a second. We're gonna talk about it here in a second. Hollywood Code said, in my opinion, it's tied because of the setup. That setup, man. Oh my gosh. Crazy. Mr. Tesla says, Kendrick fans are delusional. They're not. Well, maybe. Let's see. Are they delusional? Because, oh, I didn't realize this was even on the screen. What is a fan? It's short for fanatic, right? Fanatic, a person filled with excessive and single-minded zeal, especially for an extreme religious or political cause. So, Mr. Tesla, they're not delusional. They're just fans. Because I guess they're both, but that's just a part of being a fan, which I get it. And I respect it. I think I said this in another video, I think having fans like that is a top tier achievement for any artist. If you got fans that are going to support you and back you up, I mean, as long as you're not committing any heinous crimes, which we're going to talk about here in a second. But no, I think when you support an artist like that, there's nothing wrong with that. I think that should be praised. Let me see what else y'all are saying. Let me see. I was checking BandLab to see if they're good. BandLab's a little quiet over there today. Teddy says, no one is showing receipts, so we can't go there. But we all know if Drake really had them, he would have put them on immediately. Maybe he meant to say out. The Critical Chronicles says delusional. Jay says, I'm not even a Kendrick fan, never listened to him before. The whole thing, this whole thing, and he's killing Drake. Dang. Yeah, LA said facts. Yeah, I think fans are good. Teddy said fan stands for freaky ass ninja. Oh man, y'all are crazy, man. Oh my gosh. I might have to shut down the stream over on BandLab. We got some people in there spamming. Let me see if I can restrict them. Blunt EK says, I don't mess with Drake or Kendrick. I just mess with my own shit. You feel? That's a winner right there. I'm not mad at it at all. Yeah, and I always tell y'all, I listen to the music from the community more than I listen to some of these major artists as well. Oh no, we've got a Canadian in here. Uh-oh. And he's even, come on, 40, you can't do that, man. 40 says, not a good weekend for Canada. Dang. You cannot type that in 4K in the chat, my guy. What's wrong with you, man? We're gonna get into it here in a second, y'all, I promise. All right, Smooth Game is in the building. He says, what's up, what's up? Oh my gosh. Critical Chronicles said the Mariah Carey bar was crazy, but I didn't like the tactic. All right, let's go ahead and get into it. I know y'all are dying. LA Wood says, ClassE, me too. I don't even listen to mainstream artists no more. Which I guess 4 Bats just dropped recently. I was like, what? Okay, cool. Yeah, I rock with y'all. But yeah, when Drake and Kendrick start talking, we definitely got to talk about it because they are two greats in the hip hop community. All right, let me pause this music and we are going to get into it. All right, so over this weekend, we had some big music that was dropped. And on Friday night, in case y'all missed it, we had a record-breaking live stream. Shout out to everybody who was there. Over 20,000 views. And this is a legit 20,000, not a ClassE Beats 20,000. People were watching that live stream. Y'all can go back and watch the replay if you missed it. We talked about the Drake drop. We talked about the Kendrick drop. But most recently, we're talking about the start of round 3, which in my opinion is Not Like Us versus The Heart Part 6, which just dropped last night. So if you haven't heard these songs, we're going to go ahead and replay these. Now, if you're watching the video, this part might be clipped out just for copyright issues, but on the live stream, I'm going to go ahead and play these for y'all in case you haven't heard it. You can let me know your reaction and what you think in the chat. And then we're going to go through some of the lyrics pretty quickly, and I'll give my thoughts on each song and some of the things that were said throughout the song. So let's go ahead and go with Not Like Us first, because this was the first one that was dropped for round 3. All right. Psst, I see dead people. It's tough.
Aye, monster on the beat, ho, Debo, any rap nigga, he a free throw, man down, call like Amber Lambs, tell him breathe, bro, Nella nigga to the cross, he walk around like Tizo. What's up with these jabroni ass niggas trying to see Compton? The industry can hate me, fuck them all and they mama. How many options you really got? I mean, it's too many options. I'm finna pass on this body, I'm John Stockton. Beat your ass and hide the Bible if God watching. Sometimes you gotta pop out and show niggas. Certified boogeyman, I'm the one that up to score with him. Walking down whole time, I know he got some hoe in him. Hold on him, extort shit, bully the flow on him. Say Drake, I hear you like I'm young. You better not ever go to cell block 1. To any bitch that talk to him and they in love, just make sure you hide your little sister from him. They tell me Chubb's the only one that get your hand me down.
Yeah, fair use, thank you, Big Ray.
Playing with his nose now. And Baka got a weird case, why is he around? Certified lover boys, certified pedophiles. Wop, 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 wop. That fuck him up. Wop, 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 wop. I'ma do my stuff. Why you trolling like a bitch? Ain't you tired? Trying to strike a chord and it's probably A minor.
I hate that I know that line.
They not like us. 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 You think the Bay gon' let you disrespect Pop, nigga? I think that Oakland show gon' be your last stop, nigga. They cold foul, I don't know why you still pretending. What is the owl? Bird niggas and bird bitches, go. The audience not dumb, shape the stories how you want. Hey Drake, they're not slow. Rabbit hole is still deep, I can go further, I promise. Ain't that something? P-Rest stands for bitchin'. You Malibu most wanted, ain't no law boy, you ball boy, fetch Gatorade or something. Since 2009, I had this bitch jumping. You niggas will get a wedgie, be flipped over your boxes, or over your foe. The other vaginal option, pussy, nigga better straighten they posture. Got famous all up in contact, might write this with a doctrine. Tell a pop star quit hiding, fuck a caption, won't action, no accident. I'm hands on, he fuck around, get polished. Fucked on Wayne Grow, he was in jail, that's conniving. Then get his face tatted like a bitch apologizing. I'm glad D-Rose came home, y'all didn't deserve him neither. From Alondra down to Central, nigga better not speak on Serena. And your homeboy needs subpoena, that predator moving flocks. That name gotta be registered and placed on neighborhood watch. I lean on you niggas like another line of walk. Yeah, it's all eyes on me and I'ma send it up the pot. Ay, put the roll label on me, I'ma get them dropped. Ay, sweet chin music and I won't pass the ox. Ay, how many stocks do I really have in stock? Ay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plus 5. Ay, devil is a lie, here's 69 God. Ay, freaky ass niggas need to stay their ass inside. Ay, roll their ass up like a fresh pack of Zod. Ay, city is back up, it's a must, we outside. Ay.
Yeah, the flow on this is amazing.
They not like us. 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 Once upon a time, all of us was in chains. Homie still double down, calling us some slaves. Atlanta was the mecca, building railroads and trains. Bear with me for a second, let me put y'all on game. The settlers was using town folk to make them richer. Fast forward 2024, you got the same agenda. You run to Atlanta when you need a check balance. Let me break it down for you, this the real nigga challenge. You caught Future when you didn't see the club. Hey, what, little baby help you get your lingo up? What, 21 get your false street cred? Thug make you feel like you a slime in your head. Hey, what, Quavo said you can be from Northside. What, 2 Chainz say you good but he lied. You run to Atlanta when you need a few dollars. No, you not a colleague, you a fucking colonizer. The family matter and the truth for the matter. Here was God's plan to show y'all the liar.
Yo, this is goes crazy, man.
He a fan, he a fan, he a fan. He a fan, he a fan, he a freaky ass nigga, he a 69 God. Freaky ass nigga, he a 69 God. Hey, 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 run for your life. Hey, 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 run for your life. Freaky ass nigga, he a 69 God. Freaky ass nigga, he a 69 God.
Yeah.
Hey, 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 run for your life.
He say
hey,
he a
hey,
fan,
hey, hey, run for your life. Let me hear you say OV ho.
OV ho.
Say OV ho. OV ho. Then step this way. Step that way, then step this way, step that way. Are you my friend? Are we locked in? Then step this way, step that way, then step this way, step that way.
Oh, Kendrick, come on, man. You're gonna have to do him like that. Kendrick Lamar, not like us. Oh my God. All right, first impressions. This song, absolute banger. I don't think there's any disputing that. We're gonna talk about it later. Even Drake said, "Hey man, I might rock with that if you were alive." This is gonna be a hit. We're gonna be playing this and listening to this one for a very, very long time. Well done by Kendrick Lamar. A great chess move as well. I mean, he waited to the perfect moment to drop this type of song, in my opinion, and I just think it really hit home. So we're not gonna go through the lyrics first. What I want to do, well, let me ask y'all, what do y'all want to do? Do y'all want to play the heart part 6 first, or do you want to go through the lyrics for Not Like Us first? Because that'll be, this is 5 minutes. I can't believe this was 5 minutes too. I think I was listening so intently to these, it didn't feel like it was 5 minutes. 40 said, oh man, he said, I mess with everything but the pedo allegations. I feel like that's some cheat codes. Yeah, one of Drake boys caught a charge for messing with a minor, so he's piggybacking that and saying guilty by association. Well, we're gonna talk about it in a minute. You would not knowingly find most people around the person who's been accused of that. Let me just put it that way. So that's a tough one to beat, man. That's a tough one to beat, your boy or not. I get what you're saying, 40, but yeah, that's tough. And I guess a lot of y'all, if y'all didn't know, this is a picture. This was the artwork or the album art that Kendrick used for the song. It's a picture of Drake's house with y'all can do the research. I'm not going through that. Yeah, there's a lot of smoke over there, 40. That's the problem. Let me see. Y'all said you want to play the next song next. All right, cool. So what we're going to do is we're going to play these two songs back to back, and then we'll go through the lyrics for both, and we'll kind of break some things down, see where the good points were, where the bad points were, and then we can at the end decide who's got this round. This is round 3, y'all. All right.
Final round.
Might be the final round. Here we go. The Heart Part 6.
Pulitzer Prize winner is definitely spiraling. I got your fucking lines tapped, I swear that I'm dialed in. First I was a rat, so where's the proof of the trial then? Where's the paperwork of the cabinet is filed in? 1090 Jake would've took all the walls down. The streets would've had me hiding out in a small town. My Montreal connects stand up, not far down. The ones that you getting your stories from, they all clowns. I am a war general, seasoned in preparation. My jacket is covered in medals, honor and decoration. You waited for this moment, overcome with the desperation. We plotted for a week and then we fed you the information. A daughter that's 11 years old, I bet he takes it. We thought about giving a fake name or a destination, but you so thirsty, you not concerned with investigation. Instead, you in that Venice studio, it's a celebration. You gotta learn to fact check things and be less impatient. Your fans are rejoicing, thinking this is my expiration. Even the picture you use, the jokes and the medication, the Maybach glove and the drug you use is for less inflation. Master manipulator, you bid on a speculation. You dumb and reactive, nigga, I'm petty with dedication. What about the bones we dug up in that excavation? And why isn't Whitney denying all of the allegations? Why is she following Dave free and not Mr. Morale? You haven't seen the kids in 6 months, the distance is wild. Dave leaving heart emojis underneath pics of the child. Speaking of anything with a child, let's get to that now. This Epstein angle was the shit I expected. TikTok videos you collected and dissected. Instead of being on some disdirect shit, you rather fucking grab your pen and misdirect shit. My mom came over today and I was like, mother, wait a second. That's that one record where you say you got molested. Oh, fuck me, I just made the whole connection. This about to get so depressing.
Dang, Drake.
This is trauma from your own confessions. This when your father leave you home alone with no protection, so neglected. That's why these pedophile raps and shit you so obsessed with, it's so excessive. They acting like it's so aggressive, but you just never known affection. I don't wanna dish you anymore, this really got me second guessing. Touch My Body by Mariah Carey play, you probably start reflecting. I never been with no one underage, but now I understand why this the angle that you really mess with. Just for clarity, I feel disgusted. I'm too respected. If I was fucking young girls, I promise I'd have been arrested. I'm way too famous for the shit you just suggested, but that's not the lesson. Clearly there's a deeper message. Deep cuts that never healed and now they got infected. Like if Dave really fucked your girl and got her pregnant. Talk about breeding resentment. Not sure how to ease the sentiment. This shit's too intimate. I'm praying you recover from both incidents, but you a piece of shit, so this shit really no coincidence. Drake is not a name that you gon' see on no sex offender list. Easy does it. You mentioning A minor, but niggas gotta be sharp and tell the fans who was it. You thought you left D flat, D major.
Oh, that's the first time I noticed the piano keys playing in the background. I like that. That's a nice touch.
But you a piece of shit, so this shit really no coincidence. Drake is not a name that you gon' see on no sex offender list. Easy does it. You mentioning A minor, but niggas gotta be sharp and tell the fans who was it. You thought you left D flat, D major. I slit your throat with the razor and do Rick Ross hair like that one flight from Malaysia. I'm your baby mama screensaver. Only fucking with Whitney's, not Millie Bobby Browns. I'd never look twice at no teenager. I'm a fucking hit maker, dog, not a peacemaker. Yeah, bullets that I'm stuffing in each chamber. Your ass in extreme danger. Stop buying views and buy comments. You may as well keep the paper. Shit you about to need for later. I give a fuck about your streaming data. You could drop 100 more records. I'll see you later. Yeah, maybe when you meet your maker. I don't wanna fight with a woman beater. It feeds your nature. If you still bumping R. Kelly, you could thank the savior. Said if they deleted his music and your music is going to a hypocrite. I don't understand why these people praise you. Sounding like you sent him commissary when he needs some paper. Album dropping soon, no wonder you turn a clout chaser instead of doing hard labor. I love what y'all are saying in the chat too. Nigga, I see you when I see you like Fantasia. Whitney, you can hit me if you need a favor. When I say I hit your back, it's a lot safer. I promise. Yo, I'm not gonna lie, this shit.
Yo, y'all gotta admit that that last line was crazy. Hold on, look. I know I was supposed to let it play all the way through. I apologize.
When I say I hit your back, it's a lot safer. I promise.
Come on, Drake.
Yeah.
Yo, he didn't have to say that.
Some good exercise. Like,
why did he say that?
It's good to get out, get the pen working. You would be a worthy competitor if I was really a predator and you weren't fucking lying to every blogger and editor, but it is what it is. You definitely got this shit burnt the fuck out though. Like, you got 10 more records to drop. The one before the last one, we finessed you into telling a story that doesn't even exist. And then you go and drop the West Coast one and try and cover that up. I would like that one. That would be some shit I could dance to if you wasn't tripling down on some whole other bullshit. But, you know, at least your fans are getting some raps out of you. I'm happy I can motivate you, bring you back to the game, like, you know, but just let me know when we're getting to the facts. Everything in my shit is facts. I'm waiting
Doesn't
on
matter.
you to return the favor, like.
All right, there it is. The Heart Part 6 by Drake. All right. There's a lot to unpack here, y'all. And I want this to be an interactive live stream. Shout out to all 40,000 of y'all who are in here. If y'all could, make sure you like the video on your way in. Likes are free and it helps the channel continue to grow. So we're going to get into the lyrics of this. So just so it's not boring, y'all don't hear me talking and stumbling to read the lyrics the whole time. I'm going to play it through. We're going to highlight some of the lyrics and then I'll pause it at points that I think are interesting. But before we go on to that, let me see what y'all are saying in the chat. Y'all had a lot to say in the chat. And shout out to everybody who just stopped by too. Smoking the ones in here. We've got Gas Edits is in the building. Rashad's up in here too. What's up, man? What did Gas Edit say? He said Kendrick forced Drake to defend himself. Smart move from Kendrick. If Drake ignored the allegations and only attacked Kendrick with no ammunition, he would have lost. I mean, you got to say something when somebody says stuff like that. We're going to get into that a little bit later, though. And again, if y'all want to call in, if you disagree or agree with something that was said on the live stream, once we get through everything, y'all will have an opportunity to call in. The link to call in is in the description. Rashad says, let's say Drake did set him up. Why would you create this fake narrative about yourself and give it to someone to diss you just so you can discredit them later? What would be the purpose? To say, ha, I tricked you? Doesn't make sense. Nah, it makes a lot of sense. I mean, I think it was a smart move. We can debate on if the way Drake played it was smart, though. And I think that's what we're getting into. Teddy says, no one said Epstein, though. Telling on yourself, Drake. Don't say that. No. Also, More I Sober was about his mom being, yeah. We're not gonna get into that. 40 said breeding resentment is fun. Jay said, Jay, who has not heard both tracks until today, says this feels so forced and defensive. You can't win a battle with just defense. Yeah, that's why I was expecting Drake to drop again last night. I'm surprised he didn't, honestly. I think that man just wants to go on vacation, to be honest. Let's see. Young Stephen said all Drake did was make fun of Kendrick getting assaulted when younger and say he didn't do the allegations. There's a little bit more than that. YM says Millie Bobby Brown bars should have been left out. Yeah, I agree with that. And then Teddy said, if he wrote this without the ghost, I understand the missteps. God dang, boy, y'all got to give Drake a little bit of credit, man. But if they gave these to him, then Dot was right. They really want to see Drake gone. Oh, man. All right, so let's go back and get into Not Like Us, because this is the one that most of y'all are feeling. Because if we look at the poll so far, and it looks like most of y'all voted, 89% of y'all said you liked Not Like Us better. Wow. Let's go ahead and end that poll. Good Lord. 11% of y'all said you like Heart Part 6. So let me put another poll in there. Let me see. Let's see which song won this round though. Part 6 or Not Like Us. All right, here we go. So y'all go ahead and vote real quick. I think I got most of the comments in here. What does Teddy say? Teddy said, nah, ClassE, you're not going to put out fake news without being a and a deadbeat bad. Where's the W here? We're going to get into it. Free says, ClassE, when to call in? We'll call in once we go through the lyrics here in a second. And I promise I'll be as quick as possible. And then y'all can give me your thoughts. Let's see. Mr. Corleone says they're going to be thinking of oh my gosh. Smoking the One says not defending a weirdo. Keep that age of consent in Canada. 16's too young here. Yeah, there's a little bit of disconnect. Not Him is in the building. Says Drake is cooked. He waved the flag. Okay, so to address that real quick, Drake did not wave the flag. If you go back and you listen to the way he ends some of his songs, even Push Up at the end, he's like, man, like it's whatever. I'm done with this. I'm not addressing y'all, right? And then he did it again at the end of this song. There's still so much more Drake has to go into. Even if you look at the last video he dropped. Oh man, now I'm forgetting the names of the songs. This is bad. With Family Matters, the Family Matters video, there was so much there that we still don't understand or don't know the backstory behind. So I think there's more to come. I don't think this is the end. And if Drake again this is another chess move and he wants everybody to think that he's down, he's out, this is it. Smart by him. Sam says Kendrick is not that dumb to just make a song about the daughter stuff. I guess the stuff Drake's been on these past 11 years, I wouldn't be surprised that he has a daughter, but he's too confident denying it. Yeah, that's a tough one. Free says the wedding ring. Yeah, y'all don't be a victim to recency bias. There's still a lot in all of these songs on both sides, which I think tomorrow we'll probably go round by round. Hey, yo, we'll probably break down each song quickly and figure out who won each round and maybe where some of the flaws were in each song, the things that need to be addressed that haven't been addressed, and who's winning going each round. So anyway, let's go ahead and get into this one. I got the lyrics here from Genius. And we're going to play the song and get into it. Here we go. Actually, can I just play it at the bottom here? It's Apple Music. I wonder if it'll let me play the whole thing.
Bible if God watching.
Apple Music is so lame. I love that they pay more, but they're super lame. Young Steppa said, ClassE, you seen people posting pictures of Drake with Karl Malone? Yeah, I saw one of it. People keep talking about now there's two. Oh my God. Yeah, we don't do that, man. There's here we go.
See dead people. Mustard on the beat, ho, Depot, any rap nigga, he a free throw, man down, call her Amber Lambs, tell him breathe, bro, nail a nigga to the cross, he walk around like Tizo. What's up with these jabroni ass niggas trying to see Compton? The industry can hate me, fuck them all and they mama. How many options you really got? I mean, it's too many options. I'm finna pass on this body, I'm John Stockton.
Now, I know this is basic surface level line, but this John Stockton line, short, sweet, to the point, fire. Well done, Kendrick. I love that one.
Beat your ass and hide the Bible if God watching. Sometimes you gotta pop out and show niggas. Yeah. Certified boogeyman, I'm the one that up to score with him. Walk him down whole time, I know he got some hoe in him. Pole on him, extort shit, bully the flow on him. Say Drake.
Okay, here's the thing about this whole boogeyman. Drake has made it clear he's not scared of Kendrick. So, and I honestly, y'all aren't gonna like this. I have not seen the boogeyman yet. Now, although personally, I do have Kendrick up right now, Drake has, up until this last round, Drake has kept step with Kendrick pretty well. And especially when it comes to the songs overall. I mean, if we go back, which we'll probably do tomorrow, and you look at the songs alone by themselves, Drake's songs were pretty well done. Not to mention that Drake is still taking shots at some of the other people that Kendrick Lamar teamed up with. So Certified Boogeyman, I'm not feeling that. I'm not feeling that yet at all. But anyway, I think that's nitpicking. Here we go.
I hear you like he got some hoe in him, pole on him, extort shit, bully the flow on him. Say Drake, I hear you like I'm young. You better not ever go to cell block 1. To any bitch that talk to him and they in love, just make sure you hide your little sister from him.
All right, here we go. Oh God, here we go with these accusations. So for those of y'all who don't know, let me highlight this line. Hold on a second. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Cell block 1. Let me read this. The prison system can be a menacing place for child predators and offenders. Doubling down on the misconduct, the sexual misconduct allegations, Kendrick is insinuating that Drake should be in prison as a result. Kendrick already expressed as much on his earlier release, Meet the Grams, we talked about. Additionally, this could be Kendrick alluding to Drake's controversial friendship with Millie Bobby Brown, who at the time was around 14 years old. If Kendrick were to be referring to Drake as Brown's character of 11 from the Netflix show Stranger Things, this would helpfully make the cell block. This would helpfully make the cell block the character 1 who in the show attempts to kill 11. Oh, I missed that. So for those of y'all saying, why did he bring up Millie Bobby Brown? Let me try and go through this. They typed this so weird. Additionally, this could be Kendrick alluding to Drake's controversial 2018 friendship with Millie Bobby Brown, who at the time was around 14 years old. If Kendrick were to be referring to Drake as Brown's character of 11 from the Netflix show Stranger Things, this would helpfully make the cell block the character 1 who in the show attempts to kill 11. I remember that. This would link back to the two ideas, as it is a known fact that offenders are more likely to be deleted than other inmates in the demographic. Interesting. All right, so here's a little insight into why Drake possibly needed to and should have brought up Millie Bobby Brown. I did not catch that the first time I listened to this, so great insight there from Genius. So I know a lot of y'all were mentioning that in the comments and in the chat too. So this might be the reason why he brought her up. So that kind of takes a little bit away from that. Hold on.
Down whole time I know he got some hoe in him, pole on him, extort shit, bully the flow on him. Say Drake, I hear you like I'm young. You better not ever go to cell block 1. To any bitch that talk to him and they in love, just make sure you hide your little sister from him. They tell me Chubb's the only one that get your hand-me-downs and party at the party playing with his nose now. And Baka got a weird case. Why is he around? Certified lover boys, certified pedophiles. Wow.
All right, let's talk about Baka. So they tell me Chubb's the only one that get your hand-me-downs. Hey, shout out to Chubbs, man. He's winning. Excuse me. Shout out to Chubbs getting the hand-me-downs, man. He's probably got a nice wardrobe. That's not what he's talking about, by the way. I'm not gonna go into that. And party at the party playing with his nose now. I mean, this is the music industry. It is what it is at this point. And Baka got a weird case. Why is he around? So Baka, I know this is somebody close to Drake. I can't remember specifically who it is though. Travis, known as Baka Not Nice, was previously a former security guard who signed with Drake's record label OVO Sound and imprint of Warner Records from 2017. In 2014, Baka was arrested and charged with forcing a 22-year-old woman into prostitution, and taking her money. This is tough, man. I'm not going to go into the details. And is Javi in here? Javier LaFleur's in here, so maybe he can go into the details of how a case like this might go. But if he was arrested and charged, then he was guilty, right? I'm not going to go into these type of cases. Anyway, Baca's trafficking case was dismissed after... Oh, it was dismissed. So he's not guilty. Baca's trafficking case was dismissed after she refused to testify and was instead convicted of assaulting her. This led to Drake mentioning Baca's release from jail in 2015 track Know Yourself. I might declare it a holiday as soon as Baca get back on the road. Drake also said when Baca get out of jail, there was a lot of different paths he could have took, and he decided to focus on music. Okay. Yeah, I don't know if Javi's in here or not, but yeah, I mean, the trafficking case was dismissed. But still, it's not somebody I would want to be around personally.
The flow on him. To any bitch that talk to him and they in love, just make sure you hide your little sister from him. They tell me Chubb's the only one that get your hand-me-downs and party at the party playing with his nose now. And Baca got a weird case. Why is he around? Certified lover boys, certified pedophiles. Wop, 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 wop. That fuck him up. Wop, 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 wop. I'ma do my stuff. Why you trolling like a bitch? Ain't you tired? Trying to strike a chord and it's probably A minor.
This was the... Yeah, this was the line right here. This was the line that did it. We know all about A minor. We're music people here. Let me see. It's worth noting that Drake sung a part of Family Matters in A minor.
Hey, yo.
Much like that part of the track, Kendrick draws out the final syllable of the bar just like Drake. Kendrick. I heard one of them kids might be Dave Freeze, and that was sung in A minor. This man is too good. Too good. Lastly, on a piano, both A minor. Yeah, okay, we know about that. We're music people here. At the very end of the line, the main beat cuts out and switches to jazz for a few seconds. This might be a reference to this popular tweet by comedian Zach Fox. Kendrick about to call him a pedo over some free jazz. Oh my God. Here's the problem with this whole thing. Do we want to have... We're going to have this conversation. So here's the problem with this whole thing. Let me double check and make sure that we're good. Yeah, we're good. So I was having a conversation with somebody about Drake responding to this and Kendrick mentioning this. The issue with this is there is a lot of evidence surrounding this claim by Kendrick. So Drake, he has to respond to this because you could say, oh, well, it's just an accusation. He could say Drake is out smashing cars every night, smashing windshields of cars every night. But if there's nothing to it, then he shouldn't respond. But there are some cases, if you take what happened with Drake when he was on stage, which I do not want to play. I looked at this video once all the way through, and it's tough to watch, y'all. It's tough to watch. Where Drake's on stage, he is 23 at the time. He's 23 at the time. 17-year-old comes up on stage. He doesn't realize it's a 17-year-old. And it was just an entire weird situation. And it's not a good look for Drake. Also, he has this relationship with Millie Bobby Brown, whatever that is. And again, not a good look. So the only reason Kendrick is bringing this up is because there is evidence that you can actually see and look to that might imply Drake has something going on there. So Drake had no choice to address this because the video's out there. It's a very public relationship he had with Millie Bobby Brown before she turned 18 or when she was young. So it's just weird. It's weird. Kendrick got him on that one.
Certified lover boys, certified pedophiles. Wop, 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 wop. That fuck 'em up. Wop, 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 wop. I'ma do my stuff. Why you trolling like a bitch? Ain't you tired? Trying to strike a chord and it's probably A minor. They not like us. 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 They not like us.
I mean, can we all admit that this chorus is catchy and this is it. This is gonna make this song. This is gonna make this song a hit. Let's keep it going though.
You think the Bay gon' let you disrespect Pop, nigga? I think that Oakland show gon' be your last stop, nigga. They cold foul. I don't know why you still pretending. What is the owl? Bird niggas and bird bitches.
You think they're gonna have some extra security for the Oakland show? It's not like Drake can cancel it. Drake cannot cancel this Oakland show, but man, it's gonna be intense when he pulls up in Oakland. I feel for him on that one. All right, so now he said, did Cole foul? I don't know why you still pretending. What did he do to Cole? What did Drake do to Cole? I'm missing something here. Where did it go? I don't know why it scrolled up like that. And J. Cole's still in it, which he deserves, man. Because, yeah. I gotta refresh the page. I know a lot of people are probably looking at this. Let me see. So y'all bear with me 1 second. It's taking a minute to load. Here we go. Here we go. Did Cole foul? What does he mean? Kendrick may be referring to two things here. He's saying Drake did J. Cole dirty by bringing him onto his song First Person Shooter. That's not it. Because allegedly Kendrick was invited. So don't agree with that one. We're going to keep it moving. Kendrick is being Kendrick is being less generous to J. Cole here by suggesting that he is the one who did Cole foul by dissing him on Like That, causing a chain of humiliating events for Cole, including Cole responding with a rap about having shooters, losing sleep over a diss, apologizing. Well, nope, not feeling that one either. Or 3, Drake throwing Cole under the bus after being on each other's side, portraying him negatively in Push-Ups and Family Matter. What? J. Cole abandoned Drake. What are you talking about? Now this is a bad take. Yeah, he says on Push-Ups, he says that Dot Ish was weak, right? It says it right here. I don't care what Cole think, that Dot Ish was weak. Yeah, he abandoned Drake. So how did he do Cole foul? Because here's the thing. I said this at the beginning. I'm just going to repeat it one more time and I'll leave it alone. J. Cole, I said he should have stayed out of it. J. Cole should have never got involved. But J. Cole thought about it, recorded a song, released it, and then deleted it and apologized. So what Cole did, he's like, yeah, K-Dot, I'm on Drake's side. Then he's like, nah, I want to stay out of it. I apologize. I'm not on Drake's side. Come on, man. Like this, Drake did not do Cole foul. So Kendrick, I don't know what you're talking about. Maybe it's something else we don't know about.
Why you still pretending. What is the owl? Bird niggas and bird bitches. Go. The audience not dumb. Shape the stories how you want. Hey Drake, they're not slow. Rabbit hole is still deep. I can go further, I promise. Ain't there some P-rest that's for bitching? You Malibu most wanted.
All right, we got to address this now. Kendrick, I gotta hold you accountable here. The audience is not dumb. Shape the stories how you want. Hey Drake, they're not slow. Now, we know there was a case where Kendrick was involved in something that may have looked like he was being physical with a woman when he was in Vegas. I'm not going to look up the article. Maybe they'll mention it here. But yeah, we're not dumb, Kendrick. We know your slate isn't clean either. Look at Mr. Morale. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that goes on there too. So I don't know. It says, Genius says Drake has been trying to use his fame and larger fan base to shape the narrative around the conflict. I mean, Kendrick, how's he shaping? I don't know. I haven't seen Drake try to shape the narrative though. I'm trying to think. How has Drake tried to shape the narrative? If anything, Kendrick's tried to shape the narrative saying, Drake, you're a horrible person and a bad dad, and this is why. The most foul thing and the only thing Drake did at the beginning was bring up Whitney. And I think he brought up Whitney and push-ups, and that's how this whole thing kind of ramped up. And Kendrick's like, oh, nope. We're not doing that. Bring up the family, then it's on. So I guess, I mean, Drake could try and shape the narrative in that sense, but overall, I think Kendrick has done more to push this whole you're a bad person, you're a bad dad narrative. So I don't know about that one, but hey, let's keep it moving.
The audience not dumb. Shape the stories how you want. Hey Drake, they're not slow. Rabbit hole is still deep. I can go further, I promise. Ain't there some B-rest that's for bitching? You Malibu most wanted. Ain't no law boy, you ball boy. Fresh Gatorade or something. Since 2009, I had this bitch jumping. You niggas will get a wedgie. Be flipped over your boxes or over your foe. The other vaginal option, pussy, nigga better.
I don't even want to go into this. Oh man, I don't even want to go into this, honestly. Ain't no law boy, you ball boy, fetch Gatorade or something. This is probably referencing back to Drake talking about people being on the bench, which I think that was directed at Metro. Since 2019, I had this bitch jumping. You didn't just get a wedgie, be flipped over your boxers. What OVO for? The other. Dang. And then he said, that's crazy.
Gotta straighten they posture. Got famous all up in content. Might write this with a doctor. Tell a pop star quit hiding. Fuck a caption, won't action. No accident. I'm hands on. He fuck around, get polished. Fucked on Wayne Grow. He was in jail. That's conniving.
That's
get
true.
His face tatted like a bitch apologizing. I'm glad D Rose came home.
Yo, did y'all see? Oh man, did y'all see that interview? I wish I could play. Hold on a second. We got to pull this up. Wayne was hurting, man. Wayne was hurting in that interview. Let me see if I could find it. I should have had this ready, so I apologize, y'all.
Y'all talking about me? I just did like 34 interviews. And
all right, here we go. Here we go.
To God, I don't know what y'all talking about me. I just did like 34 interviews, and I just kept it moving. Like, yeah, Drake, yeah.
So for clarification, that did not, it may not have happened.
Whatever it was, it happened. I just got a badass memory.
So you don't know who the girl was.
What are we talking about? That first of all.
So apparently, in the book, there's a part in the book where you say that he came in and told you that he had smashed one of your girls.
Oh, when he wrapped up. Oh, I wasn't worried about that. I mean, I was just, that's just how life go when you locked up.
Oh, look at it. Look at the eyes, man. Woo. That hurt Wayne. Man, that hurt him. Look at that. Look at his face. Marco says, yeah, hitting his girl while he's locked up was foul. Yeah, foul on both sides. I think y'all tell me, do you hold her more accountable or do you hold Drake more accountable in this case? Let me know in the chat. But either way,
Yeah, I know.
But she's done. You moved on. Life is good. Life is good. Will you rap about that? Do you think it'll end up
Y'all
on
saying her?
a song? Maybe you two might, you know.
No.
No.
She still be texting me and stuff, you know. They stop texting me too, for real, cause it still hurt. And I swear.
He said, "Stop texting me too, cause it still hurt." God dang. Margaret Prophet says you can't hold one more accountable. He said both of them. Teddy Steppa says you smashed your OG's girl and then tat his face as an apology. Some of y'all are saying her. Free says her. LA says her. You hold her more accountable. I tend to agree with y'all on that one. I think she's held more accountable because we gonna go into that. I don't think we want to have that. This is the morning show. We're not gonna have that conversation. Imperial Stat says it's too much dirt on Drake. He needs to run out this battle. I think, would y'all say that if Drake, it's hard to say. Would y'all say that if Drake had a Mr. Morale moment? Do you think Kendrick is up because of the Mr. Morale album? I don't know. Let me see. LA Wood says if she was worth anything, Drake would never been able to slide in. Mark of the Prophet said, I never looked to smash my homie's girl. It's a moral code thing. I know, but you gotta. Who do you hold more accountable though? This is my question. Smoking One says Drake, he holds Drake more accountable. Shorty was a nobody and easily replaced. Then if that's the case, if she was never Wayne's, then it shouldn't be an issue at all. And even at the end, Wayne seems to be holding her more accountable too, because not only did he drop her, but he said that hurt. Stop texting me. Like, I don't want to talk to you anymore. He hadn't said that to Drake. He said Drake is that man's brother and someone who's the reason you are who you are. He said I said it wrong. Imperial Stat says Drake don't have no guy code. He keeps smashing his dude's chick. Yeah, but so what does that say about these chicks though? I'm telling y'all, man. Was it his wife? It wasn't his wife, right? Wife is one thing. Your chick, I don't know, y'all. We might have to. If it's just your chick, he did you a favor. If it's your wife, then that's something maybe I would see as foul. It's foul either way, but yeah. Corleone says chicks are chicks. If that's not your wife and it's just a chick, I mean, it's anyway. Whoo, boy, this is not the conversation I want to have. Let's keep it going. Jesus.
Hiding, fuck a caption, won't action, no accident. I'm hands on, he fuck around, get polished. Fucked on Wayne Grow, he was in jail, that's conniving. Then get his face tatted like a bitch apologizing. I'm glad these Rose came home, y'all didn't deserve him neither. From Alondra down to Central, nigga better not speak on Serena. And your homeboy needs subpoena, that predator moving flocks. That name gotta be registered and placed on neighborhood watch.
Hold on. I don't want to miss this here. I'm glad DeRozan came home. Y'all didn't deserve him neither. He's talking about the Raptors. From Alondra down to Central, better not speak on Serena. Who is Serena? Kendrick warns Drake not to disrespect Serena Williams again, particularly in Los Angeles. As like Kendrick, she was raised in Compton. Okay. Alondra Boulevard. Yeah, okay. Drake and Serena were reportedly romantically involved in 2015, according to TMZ Sports, where photos surfaced of them spotted kissing in a restaurant. In 2022, Drake name dropped Serena on the track, Middle of the Ocean. I remember that. Where Drake dissed Serena's husband, calling him a groupie. I remember that. That was hilarious. That was funny. I'm not gonna lie, but yeah, taking shots at Serena like that for no reason. That was definitely foul. Sidebar, Serena, your husband a groupie. He claimed you don't got a problem, but no, boo. It's just like he's coming for like you coming for sushi. We might pop up on him. at will like Suzuki. As we have learned in this feud, Kendrick has zero tolerance for disrespected families. So Drake disrespecting Serena's husband may be the reason Kendrick stepped in to defend her. As Kendrick rapped on previous Drake diss track, Meet the Grams, but you messed up the moment you called out my family's name. Yeah, that was foul by Drake. 100%.
Write this with a doctrine. Tell a pop star quit hiding. Fuck a caption, won't action. No accident. I'm hands on. He fuck around, get polished. Fucked on Wayne Grow. He was in jail. That's conniving. Then get his face tatted like a bitch apologizing. I'm glad D-Rose came home. Y'all didn't deserve him neither. From Alondra down to Central. Nigga better not speak on Serena. And your homeboy needs subpoena. That predator moving flocks. That name gotta be registered and placed on neighborhood watch. I lean on you niggas like another line of walk. Yeah, it's all eyes on me and I'ma send it up the pot. Ay, put the roll.
All right, I don't want to go forward too much, but I think Drake missed something. Because here, Kendrick, and I'm going to read this here in a second. Kendrick's not saying Drake's name. It's got to be registered somewhere. He's talking about his homeboy. So I don't know if Drake missed that because Kendrick never said anything about Drake being registered. And then Drake goes on to, in the Heart Part 6, saying, you'll never see my name registered. So it's maybe Drake saying now and in the future. I don't know. This whole thing is weird. But who's he talking about? Meet the Grams. The homeboy needing a subpoena likely refers to OVO signee Baca. Okay, so he's talking to Baca again, who was arrested for trafficking. I want to look into that case. Is Javier LaFleur in here? I want to go over Baca's case at some point and see what went on there. I mean, even though he never got charged with trafficking, I still would be interested to see what went down, because if, depending on how the case goes, which these cases can go either way, in the majority of these cases, the trafficking it's a big gray area. If y'all look into how these trafficking charges are done, basically, if you get on an airplane and you go to another state, that could be seen as trafficking. That's how. Yeah. Anyway, there's a lot to go through there. So I'm gonna hit up Javi and see if I can find that case and we can go over it.
Homeboy needs subpoena. That predator moving flocks. That name gotta be registered and placed on neighborhood watch. I lean on you niggas like another line of walk. Yeah, it's all eyes on me and I'ma send it up the pot. Ay, put the roll label on me, I'ma get them dropped. Ay, sweet chin music and I won't pass the ox. Ay, how many stocks do I really have in stock? Ay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plus 5. Ay, hey. Devil is a lie. Here's 69 God. Ay, freaky ass niggas need to stay their ass inside. Ay, roll their ass up like a fresh pack of Zod. Ay, city is back up, it's a must. We outside. Ay.
They not like us. They not like us. They not like us.
They not like us. They not like us. They not like us. Once upon a time, all of us was in chains. Homie still double down, calling us some slaves. Atlanta was the mecca, building railroads and trains. Bear with me for a second, let me put y'all on game. The settlers was using town folk to make them richer. Fast forward 2024, you got the same agenda. You ran to Atlanta when you need a check balance. Let me break it down for you, this the real nigga challenge. You caught Future when you didn't see the club. Like, what, little baby, help you get your lingo up. What, 21, get your first street cred. Help make you feel like you a slime in your head. Like,
oh, man. That's tough. Y'all give me 1 second. Hold on a second. I'm gonna let this play through and then we'll get back to it.
What Quavo said you can be from Northside. What 2 Chainz say you good, but he lied. You run to Atlanta when you need a few dollars. No, you not a colleague, you a fucking colonizer. The family matter and the truth of the matter. Here was God's plan to show y'all the liar. He a fan, he a fan, he a fan. He a fan, he a fan, he a freaky ass nigga, he a 69 God. Freaky ass nigga, he a 69 God. Hey, 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 run for your life. Hey, 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 run for your life. Freaky ass nigga, he a 69 God. Freaky ass nigga, he a 69 God. Hey, 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 run for your life. Hey, 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 run for your life. Let me hear you say.
Jay said those bars hit harder than Dad's belt. God dang. Yeah. That's wild. That's wild. Prime says, Classy Beats Dot broke down all this man's features and appearances. Now, Drake does have some points in his favor because there's several interviews and points throughout Drake's career where people, even Kendrick himself, were praising Drake, saying all that Drake has done. They appreciate him. And there's a video of Young Thug doing the same thing. So, I mean, we know he's at odds with Future, but we haven't heard anything from 21 yet. 21 has been like, what? Nope, not doing it. Thug, we know he's out of commission right now. So that's a tough one, but Kendrick isn't wrong.
Slaves, Atlanta was the mecca, building railroads and trains. Bear with me for a second, let me put y'all on game. The settlers was using town folk to make them richer. Fast forward 2024, you got the same agenda. You run to Atlanta when you need a check balance. Let me break it down for you, this the real nigga challenge.
Come on, Kendrick.
You call Future when you didn't see the club. Hey, what, little baby, help you get your lingo up. What, 21, get your first street cred. Thug, make you feel like you a slime in your head. Hey, what, Quavo said you can be from North Side.
Oh my
what,
God.
2 Chainz say you good, but he lied. You run to Atlanta when you need a few dollars. No, you not a colleague, you a fucking colonizer.
I disagree with this, man. Drake, this is just a part of it. Y'all have collaborated with people in the community. This whole, I get what Kendrick's trying to do here, but I think this part's kind of lame. I mean, all these, in most of these cases, when Drake collaborated with these artists, he was already up or he was already on his way up, and it benefited them more than it benefited Drake. Now you can say it benefited Drake more because of all these reasons, but Drake is still not accepted by hip hop. So if that was the case, then all this failed. But I get what Kendrick's trying to do. I just don't think this is the way to do it. If you want to say, yeah, he's from Canada and he got all of these US rappers, specifically US rappers in Atlanta, to collaborate with him, what else is he supposed to do? I don't know. I don't like this point by Kendrick. I think it's kind of like, okay, that's funny. I see what you've tried to do there. It's clever.
Quavo said you can be from North Side. What, 2 Chainz say you good, but he lied. You run to Atlanta when you need a few dollars. No, you not a colleague, you a fucking colonizer. The family matter and the truth for the matter. Here was God's plan to show y'all the liar.
Oh, he brings up God's plan too. Y'all are saying, what did Imperial Stats say? He said, nobody wants smoke with Kendrick. After this, Cole looking like, thank God I quit. Oh, man. Cole is weak. I think Drake's holding his own right now. It's just his next track needs to be a hit. So Drake is in there. I think Kendrick has a slight lead, but not by much right now. We'll go over it, though. Where are we at? I want to look at this God's plan line. Obviously, this was referencing God's plan. Yeah, the family. Okay, we don't need to go through that. We're good.
Matter and the truth for the matter. Here was God's plan to show y'all the liar. He a fan, he a fan, he a fan. He a fan, he a fan, he a freaky ass nigga, he a 69 God. Freaky ass nigga, he a 69 God. Hey, 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 run for your life. Hey, 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 run for your life. Freaky ass nigga, he a 69 God. Freaky ass nigga, he a 69 God. Hey, 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 run for your life. Hey, 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 run for your life.
Oh, y'all are saying, oh, okay, you're saying he said that part is on point because Drake just imitates styles. Y'all are saying you agree on certain songs or overall? And what? Oh, y'all are saying overall that Drake imitates styles? I can't. No, I get he's calling them. I get that. I would disagree overall. I mean, and I guess it's kind of hard to track because he's got so much music out there. Yeah, I would disagree. Imperial Stat says he would go Jamaican, he will go British. But isn't he both? And Teddy says, that's all facts, ClassE. Look at what Yachty did. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, even if he doesn't, I mean, he can't make another style. Is that what you're saying? I don't get the argument. If he's not trying to make if he's trying to make a certain sound, then of course he's going to imitate a style. Right, that just makes sense for me for performance reasons. Marco the Prophet says, I disagree with that. I don't think he's copying styles if he uses an accent. It's just a creative thing. Yeah, if you're on a reggaeton beat, you're going to have a reggaeton style. You're not going to be rapping like a trap rapper on a reggaeton beat. Yeah. I'll let y'all have that one. You got it. I'm going to just disagree. Mixed Love is in here too. What's up, Mixed Love? There's so many. Yeah, but y'all are talking about, no, I'm not going to go into it. Let's rewind it. Let's run this back a little bit more, and then we'll get on to the next one. Shout out to everybody who's in here.
Hey, 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 run for your life. Hey, 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 run for your life. Freaky ass nigga, he the 69 God. Freaky ass nigga, he the 69 God. Hey, 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 run for your life. Hey, 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 run for your life. Let me hear you say OV ho. OV ho. Say OV ho. OV ho. Then step this way. Step that way. Then step this way. Step that way.
This is gonna go crazy.
Friend? Are we locked in? Then step this way, step that way, then step this way, step that way.
Oh my God. Yo, this last line is such a troll, man. Shout out to Kendrick Lamar. Are you my friend? Are we locked in? This was dope, man. This won Kendrick the round, hands down. There's no question about it. Yeah, this song was amazing. This song is going to be played along with push-ups for a long time. So great job by Kendrick. I'm glad he finally dropped this. I think the timing that he dropped this was perfect too. We were at its peak, wondering what everyone was going to do, and he came out with this banger. This is the one right here. All right, now let's go back to the losing track, in my opinion, The Heart, Part 6. But before we do that, let me see what y'all are saying in the chat. Let me see. Imperial Stat says he used to rap like Joe Budden and Fonte. Y'all are killing this man because his whole career was on display. I'm not gonna do that. Drake has his own sound. All right. And if you go back and you listen to his evolution, you listen to some of his tracks and some of his albums, Drake has his own sound. So, and that's something y'all can't take away from him. So I wouldn't go back and say, oh yeah, Drake, he sounds similar to this. He had to evolve just like all of y'all had to evolve. So I'm not going to let y'all do that, because if we go back and we could point out some of y'all who sound similar to another artist, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do that to Drake, but I get what you're saying. I take it as inspiration. Big D Wright says Kendrick won. Imperial Stat says Drake's the same dude to make fun of accents, now using every accent he can on the song. Oh man. Jay says correction, ClassE, he had his own sound. I disagree. Prime says, wait, no, ClassE is right. He has the melody sound. Yeah, Drake, if you hear Drake's sound, it's like, that's Drake. So he has a Drake sound, but he can. Yeah, I think y'all are going a little too far with that one. Put some respect on him, man. Teddy says, y'all forget Wayne said, it'll be all right if we put Drake on every hook. Smoking the One says his whole career is acting. Oh my God, the disrespect, man. Y'all don't have to disrespect Drake like that. Come on now. Teddy says he was simply brought in for a voice, hence all the ghosts. So how do you feel about Future, Teddy? Because to say that would mean that an artist can't evolve, an artist can't do other things. And I think Drake has proved that he's been able to do more things than one and do it in his own way. So I wouldn't down him for that. Yeah, we're going to get to call-ins here in a second. I want to go through the Heart Part 6 real quick. It's not going to take too much time because I'm not going to lie. I'm about to cook Drake on this one. Drake is about to get cooked for this mess that he made on this track. But all right, let's go ahead and get into the breakdown of Drake's The Heart Part 6. Now, overall, this has a nice sound. I like the beat on this, but I want to get into the lyrics and kind of see what Drake was saying, maybe look into some of the things that he should have left out, some of the things he could have addressed. Let me see what y'all think in the comments and in the chat too. Let's see. So I'm going to play this. We've got the lyrics pulled up. All right, here we go. Shout out to Aretha Franklin too.
All right. The Pulitzer Prize winner is definitely spiraling. I got your fucking lines tapped. I swear that I'm dialed in. First I was a rat, so where's the proof of the trial then? Where's the paperwork of the cabinet is filed in? 1090.
First off, we're getting into it already. Drake. What? Saying I got your lines tapped. I swear that I'm dialed in. First I was a rat, so where's the proof of the trial then? You're saying you got lines tapped and then you're saying you're not a rat? What? Oh my gosh. Drake. This is a terrible start. Terrible start. How could you start a track this way? Yeah, I got your lines tapped, but I'm not a rat though.
Hey, yo.
Drake. That's the wrong song. I need to exit out of that one. There we go.
Jake would have took all the walls. Pulitzer Prize winner is definitely spiraling. I got your fucking lines tapped. I swear that I'm dialed in. First I was a rat, so where's the proof of the trial then? Where's the paperwork of the cabinet is filed in? 1090 Jake would have took all the walls down. The streets would have had me hiding out in a small town. My Montreal.
All right, who is 1090 Jake? No, Smokey. No, there's great parts to this, but starting the track this way was a terrible idea. So no, I still stand on everything that I said. If you want to pull up the conversation, we can. Just let me know. Oh, man. Shout out to King of Judah says, your fan base is biased. In fact, everybody is biased, but Drake killed him with the Heart Part 6. What? That was darker than Meet the Grams. Also, Drake never threw the white flag. Listen, closet. Yeah, we're getting there, King of Judah. And you must be new. I haven't seen your name before. So no, I've been fair and balanced every single round that's come up. So, yeah, but thank you for being here though. Stay tuned. We're going to get into it. What's going on with 1090 Jake? Here, Drake denies the claims that he ratted or testified to authorities in the past, but he's got wires tapped. That's wild. Drake goes on to mention a well-known media personality, 1090 Jake. Jake is notorious for researching court paperwork of popular rappers and street figures and uploading YouTube videos exposing them of dishonesty. I haven't heard of 1090 Jake. I got to check him out. I'm gonna make a note of that. Drake asserts that if he ever snitched, then his name would be found in court documents and an individual like 1090 Jake would have exposed it for him. We're bringing up content creators now. I guess he brought up academics, which academics' key role in this whole thing has been a content creator. So we'll give him that.
It took all the walls down. The streets would have had me hiding out in a small town. My Montreal connects stand up, not fall down. The ones that you getting your stories from, they all clowns. I am a war general, seasoned in preparation. My jacket is covered in...
Free said, where have you been, ClassE? Free, I'll be out here working. Y'all see what shout out to me. I don't have time to sit on YouTube and watch everything on YouTube, man. There's so many people I haven't heard of. I got my own thing going on. So I've been out here working free. That's where I've been. I'm sure y'all could name 10 big YouTubers I haven't heard of. I don't know. I don't have time to be aware of everything that's going on. Anyway, yeah, shout out to me.
My Montreal connects stand up, not fall down. The ones that you getting your stories from, they all clowns. I am a war general, seasoned in preparation. My jacket is covered in medals, honor and decoration. You waited for this moment, overcome with the desperation. We plotted for a week and then we fed you the information. A daughter that's 11 years old, I bet he takes it. We thought about giving a fake name or a destination, but you so thirsty, you not concerned with investigation. Instead, you in that Venice studio, it's a celebration. You gotta...
Drake got him. Drake got him. Drake got him on this one. Now, again, we're kind of at what they call it, a stalemate, to where Kendrick's saying it's true, and we'll see if Kendrick stands on it when he drops his next track. I'll have to wait for that. But Drake is saying we leaked all that information. He goes on to explain every single thing and why it was fake and how it was set up. If this is true, Drake got Kendrick on this one. But we don't know yet. We don't know. So until Drake either exposes the mole or tells how he did it, it's just going to be, who do you believe? You believe Kendrick, who says he has an 11-year-old daughter and hasn't shown any evidence? Or do you believe Drake giving some evidence and explaining why it was the way it was? I don't know. But either way, this would be a brilliant move if Drake did that. But it also doesn't really give him much points in the credibility realm. Wiretaps, fake kids. We got to do better, Drake. We got to do better. Let me see what they're saying here, because I wanted to look at, let's see. We plotted for a week. The jacket's covered, medal of honor is decorated. We plotted for a week, and then we fed you the information. A daughter that's 11 years old, I bet he takes it. We thought about giving a fake name or a destination. Dang, that would have been wild. Can you imagine if Kendrick posts a picture of him with Drake's fake daughter? That's crazy. Oh man. But we thought about, okay, but you so thirsty, you're not connected, you're not concerned with investigation. Instead, you in Advantage Studio, it's a celebration. I wanted to see what was up with Advantage Studio, but it looks like nobody knows. All right, we'll keep it moving.
You're not concerned with I bet he takes it. We thought about giving a fake name or a destination, but you so thirsty, you not concerned with investigation. Instead, you in that Venice studio, it's a celebration. You gotta learn to fact check things and be less impatient. Your fans are rejoicing, thinking this is my expiration. Even the picture you use, the jokes and the medication, the Maybach glove and the drug he uses for less inflation. Master manipulator, you bid on a speculation. You dumb and reactive, nigga, I'm petty with dedication. What about the bones we dug up in that excavation? And why isn't Whitney denying all of the allegations? Why is she following
now,
David?
I mean, we need to give Drake some credit for how he lays this out. You got to learn to fact check things and be less impatient, which is interesting because remember, Kendrick dropped back to back with Meet the Grams. So this is an interesting statement here because Kendrick's not known for doing that. So maybe that was a pretty big misstep on Kendrick's part. Your fans are rejoicing, thinking this is my expiration. This to me, I know a lot of people are saying Drake is done. He's not. Drake is not done, man. He's just getting started. And I mentioned this to somebody earlier. I think it was either Smokey or Free, or I don't remember who it was. But there's still so much that needs to be explained and talked about from the Family Matters video that I could see 2 or 3 songs coming out of that, just that one video. But I'm sure we'll get into it. I don't think Drake is done. Even the picture you used, the jokes and the medication, the Maybach glove, and the drug he used for less inflation. So they're saying this probably plays into OJ, and they're saying he used the drug he used for less inflation. Is that because they said he used drugs to not make the glove fit? DJ Academics. Drake would double down on the denial moments later, according to his affiliate DJ Academics, who claimed that Drake told him this: "If you or anybody can prove that I have an 11-year-old daughter, I quit rapping and I'll come work for you." Oh, man. Let me see. They don't really explain. Look at Hodgepodge. Can we meet the grams? Yeah, Free saying the wedding ring. Yeah, Imperial, it was a joke. Maybe it was a bad joke.
You dumb and reactive, nigga. I'm petty with dedication. What about the bones we dug up in that excavation? And why isn't Whitney denying all of the allegations? Why is she following Dave Free and not Mr. Morale? You haven't seen the kids in 6 months. The distance is wild. Dave.
This is Drake. You got to give him another point for this. Whitney, he said Whitney's been awfully quiet, which she normally is, about everything that happened, everything you're being accused of. If it's true, was Whitney just holding out until the kids grew up and then she's going to drop the ball? I don't know. Who knows? We don't know if this is true, but it is interesting that nothing's really been said or mentioned about this. Also, Dave Free, he's still going back to the Dave Free thing, alleging that Dave Free is one of Kendrick Kid's father. If he has more information on this, which I think he does, that's going to be wild. The rumors include Kendrick's fiance Whitney. Yeah, we know Dave Free, longtime collaborator and right-hand man. Drake alleges several times in the track one of Kendrick's kids is actually Free's. And Drake says Alfred is not following Kendrick on Instagram and never has, while she is following Dave Free, talking about Whitney. I think, yeah, she's never followed him, which people are saying. So it is what it is. Not really concerned about that. And again, they're saying Kendrick warned Drake not to keep speaking on his family, and Drake's doubling down. Even so, Drake is questioning why neither Kendrick or Whitney are rebutting or addressing these claims. Kendrick does not dispute the issue on any of the above tracks. Does he have to respond to this? My answer would be nope, he doesn't. And the reason being is, to me, there's not enough evidence out there that would point to Kendrick doing that, other than, he's short and Drake is saying that's a temper. What? But there's really no evidence out there. Now, going back to Drake's allegations, there's a couple things we could point to say, Drake, I don't know. There might be something going on there. So Kendrick, if he never speaks on the whole Whitney thing, I wouldn't have a problem with that at all, honestly. Let's keep it moving.
Free and not Mr. Morale. You haven't seen the kids in 6 months. The distance is wild.
Yeah, this is another thing I forgot to mention. Saying he hasn't seen his kids in 6 months? What? Which would make sense because Drake was saying he had his phones tapped And he also mentioned Kendrick being in New York, living the bachelor lifestyle in a previous track. He hasn't seen his kids in 6 months. And Kendrick is going on this whole I'm an amazing father thing, and I've been teaching my kids. Not a great look. Not a great look. This is another point for Drake here, because Kendrick decided to take this road of, hey, Adonis, here's a letter for you. You know, when you grow up and you need some mentorship, I got you. And Drake said, hey, man, you haven't seen your kids in 6 months. So this is some of the things you got to deal with when you take that route, which I didn't like. I wish Kendrick wouldn't take that route because he's not a perfect dad. Come on.
Excavation, and why isn't Whitney denying all of the allegations? Why is she following Dave free and not Mr. Morale? You haven't seen the kids in 6 months, the distance is wild. Dave leaving heart emojis underneath pics of the child. Speaking of anything with a child, let's get to that now. This Epstein angle was the shit I expected. TikTok videos you collected and dissected. Instead of being on some disdirect shit, you rather fucking grab your pen and misdirect shit. My mom came over today and I was like, mother, wait a second. That's that one record where you say you got molested. Oh, fuck me, I just made the whole connection. This about...
Now, a lot of y'all were questioning in the comments and in the chat the validity of this statement about Kendrick Lamar being assaulted as a child. We'll look at this in a second. Drake references Mother I Sober by Kendrick Lamar, the 17th track on Lamar's 2020 release, Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers, where he delves into his traumas, family ties. They accuse my cousin. Did you touch Kendrick? Never lied, but no one believed me when I said he didn't. So Kendrick saying he didn't, they didn't believe him. We don't know. We'll never know what happened. But Drake bringing this up, man. God dang. It's crazy. As the quote implies, it should be noted that Kendrick makes it explicitly clear in the song that he wasn't that. Regardless, Drake figures that Lamar is protecting this trauma when he accuses Drake, or projecting, this trauma when he accuses Drake of being a pedo in his May 20. Yeah, okay, we got through that. Certified lover boy, certified pedo. Jeez. Oh man, let's keep it going.
They get so depressing. This is trauma from your own confessions. It's when your father leave you home alone with no protection, so neglected. That's why these pedophile raps and shit you so obsessed with. It's so excessive. They acting like it's so aggressive, but you just never known affection. I don't wanna dish you anymore. This really got me second guessing. Touch My Body by Mariah Carey play, you probably start reflecting. I never been with no one underage, but now I understand why this.
So again, this is not him saying that he wants to. Let me tell y'all the whole vibe and energy of this track. And I mentioned it. I think shout out to MG the Future. MG the Future said something about the energy being off on this track. What I said to MG was, this sounds like a person who feels bad for something they're about to do. And y'all are saying, oh, Drake sounds defeated on this track. Drake sounds like he's upset and he doesn't want to get involved. To me, personally, this sounds like someone who's like, I don't want to do this, man, but all right, we're going to do it. And y'all can even if you look at the lyrics, you can see what he's saying here, especially this second half of this verse where he says, my mom came over today and I was like, mother, wait a second. Saying, I get it now. I get what's happening. So this trauma is from your own confessions. This when you leave, this when your father leaves you home with no protection, so neglected. That's why these pedo raps is you obsessed with. It's so excessive. They acting like it's so aggressive. And if y'all agree with me, y'all be able to call in and let me know. But you just never known affection. I don't want to dish you anymore. This really got me second guessing. Like he's saying, oh man, I feel bad for you, Kendrick. I don't even want to dish you no more because I get it. Because you've been hurt. Say, who hurt you? LA Wood said he was about to say, Mother, I'm so sorry. Nah. No. I said it wrong. He's about to say, Mother, I get it. Because then he says, wait a second. All right, then let me see. We'll keep going here. Let me rewind it. All right, y'all give me 1 second.
They acting like it's so aggressive, but you just never known affection. I don't want to dish you anymore. This really got me second guessing. Touch My Body by Mariah Carey play, you probably start reflecting. I never been with no one underage, but now I understand why this the angle that you really mess with. Just for clarity, I feel disgusted. I'm too respected. If I was fucking young girls, I promise I'd have been arrested. I'm way too famous for the shit you just suggested, but that's not the lesson. Clearly there's a deeper message. Deep cuts that never healed and now they got infected. Like if Dave really fucked your girl and got her pregnant. Talk about breeding resentment. Not sure how to ease the sentiment. The shit's too intimate. I'm praying you recover from both incidents. But you a piece of shit, so this shit really no coincidence. Drake is not a name that you gon' see on no sex offender list. Easy does it. You mentioned an A minor, but niggas gotta be sharp and tell the fans who was it. You thought you left D flat, D major. I'll slit your throat with the razor and do Rick Ross hair like that one flight.
All right, here we go. I'm gonna run this back real quick. So where were we at? Mother I.
Clearly there's a deeper message. Deep cuts that never healed and now they got infected. Like
nah, we gotta rewind a little bit more.
That's why these pedophile raps and shit you so obsessed with. It's so excessive. They acting like it's so aggressive, but you just never known affection. I don't want to dish you anymore. This really got me second guessing. Touch My Body by Mariah Carey play, you probably start reflecting. I never been with no one underage, but now I understand why this the angle that you really mess with. Just for clarity, I feel disgusted. I'm too respected.
Okay, here's what.
I was fucking young girls, I promise I'd have been arrested. I'm way too famous for the shit you just suggested, but that's not the lesson. Clearly there's a deeper message.
This is bad. This is bad. Terrible bad. I don't even know how else to say it. The perfect ending to this bar would have been, I never been with no underage girl, but now I understand why the angle that you really mess with. Stop right there. That's all you need to say. Leave it there. Don't go any further. You said, I've never done it, but I can see why you say that. That really takes the impact of everything he just said earlier and just drives it home. Right? This would have been the perfect ending to this section. But then he goes on to just do way too much, man. This is bad. Just for clarity, I feel disgusted. I'm too respected. What? So was the guy he mentioned earlier. Y'all know how we still haven't seen everybody who's on that list. I'm not going to say his name again. And there's several other people who we can mention, other artists who are currently in jail for things they've done in the past, who were famous and had access to more opportunity to do these things because they were famous. Man, he should have stopped right here with. I'm too respected. If I was effing young girls, I promise I'd have been arrested. What? What does that even mean? I can't. Oh man, who wrote this? I think I really think Drake wrote this. This is, why would you say this? I wouldn't even say this in real life. And then he gets worse. I'm way too famous for that ish you just suggested. Oh. Oh, this pains. This is so painful. This is so painful right here. Once I heard this, I was like, yep, it's done. This round 3, Kendrick, you got it. I can't ignore this part. I just can't ignore it. Drake puts his guard up and denies Kendrick's allegations of being a pedo. And he continues his claim that Kendrick was, messed with as a child, therefore obsessing, seeing how eager Kendrick is trying to push the allegations onto Drake with the songs Meet the Grams and Not Like Us. He should have just left it there. Why, Drake? Why? But then he goes on. Drake then explains he himself is too popular and too famous to mess around with underage girls. Now, this is like, I'm trying to, Drake, I'm trying to help you out here, man. I can't help you. I could get where you're saying. It says he's too famous to mess around with underage girls, as he has a lot to lose in such a foolish situation, despite several known celebrities such as, we're not going to say their names, but get Bill Cosby out of there, though. Can we remove Bill Cosby from that list? And I'll be good with it. And most recently, Diddy, being referred to as offenders with multiple accusations, each of trafficking and assault. The only up Drake has on them is no one has come out and accused him of anything other than Kendrick Lamar, which further plays into Drake's statement that, hey, if something were happen, I would have been in jail by now. Somebody would have said something. You would have heard something, except there was a case where Drake did have some issues and allegedly something was settled. But was she underage? That's the only thing I don't know. I'm trying to find it. I should have had this earlier. Do y'all want to go into this? So this was back in 2018. Drake settles fraud lawsuit against woman over false pregnancy and grape claims. Oh, come on, Rolling Stones. Dang, they're not going to let us read the whole thing. All right, let me see if I can find it somewhere else. Let's try The Independent. Oh, TMZ will have it. Oh, we should be able to read it here. Was she underage, though? Drake paid $350,000 to a woman who accused him of assault. Layla Lace. Drake reportedly paid $350,000 to a woman accused him of assault during the British slave. Oh, wasn't this the girl that was a stripper or something? In November, a lawsuit against Morrison, who goes by Layla Lace, he filed. Drake admitted to having with Morrison the hotel in Manchester, but denied the allegations of rape. According to the suit, Morrison claimed she booked a flight to see Drake soon after they slept together, but became angry when she didn't receive a response and canceled the flight. Drake ceased communication with her. Yeah, but she wasn't underage, right? I don't know, y'all. Maybe I'm missing it. Was there a case, another case that I'm missing? Let me see what y'all said. Let's see. GOJ, shout out to GOJ in here, says find the jewels like cash dolls is referring to Drake paying out money to girls who are old enough to play with baby dolls. K-Dot knows the other side of Aubrey. That's hid from the public. Free, I think you missed it. You came to the show late. He said, who's a fanatic? Yeah, I was looking up the definition of fanatic earlier, but you missed it. Imperial Stat says it was the 500K case. Teddy Stepper said, why are you paying out money for something you didn't do, Crody? Yeah, that's just something you do if you have money, because you don't want to spend time in court. GOJ says she wasn't a stripper. She was at Chuck E. Cheese minding her own business with her parents, man. Stop it. They don't have Chuck E. Cheese in the UK, GOJ. Cut that out, man. She was definitely either, I can't remember if she was a stripper or an adult film star. He said the $500 case. Let me see. Let me see if I can find it. I want to find the article on it. Threatened with lawsuit by Tupac. No, there's not you can't find a lot on this, surprisingly. No, Los, I disagree with that statement. I disagree with that statement. He said if it wasn't true, Drake wouldn't reply like he did. No, I disagree. I disagree 100%. So y'all, if you have, he has a personal brand that he has to protect, which is worth multi-millions, hundreds of millions of dollars. So if someone makes this type of accusation against you, and there's even something surrounding it that remotely might look like it's weird, you have to respond. And in some cases, even if there's not, you still have to respond. Like me as a producer, for example, if someone say they booked a studio session with me and, you know, I got into the studio session with them, I did the mix and master and everything for it, and I made the beat for them, I recorded everything, but I never sent them their files for the session. I took money out of their account and, you know, I banned them from the studio and filed a restraining order against them. That's ridiculous, right? And that's fine. But if they put this on Instagram, if they made TikToks and the TikToks start to go viral and it's getting picked up by the news, ClassE Beats scam this artist, I have to respond. I have to respond to that, because then if I don't, I look guilty. If I respond, then at least I could say, hey, I told y'all this. I could show receipts saying that, no, this is what I actually did. But in this case, it's different because Drake can't point to a specific thing that Kendrick is saying yet. Kendrick's not saying specifically, oh, you did this to this person. He's just saying, hey, Drake, you're a pedo. And Drake's like, well, I mean, what do I say to that? Now, again, I'll agree. He went too far and didn't need to go and do all this, but I think he could have just kept it at, I've never been with no one underage, and just moved on. But if somebody says, don't mess with ClassE Beats is a scammer, I got to speak to that, because that's making a broad statement about me as a person. You know, I'm not going to sit here and be like, you know, whatever. So I don't know. Just me personally, I would respond to a statement like this. But if someone makes a ridiculous statement that I have proof to back up, then I wouldn't. But how does Drake prove that he's not a pedo? I don't know. What did I say? LA said pause. Y'all are funny with this pause thing. I don't know what I say. Like, what does Drake say? How does he prove that? Y'all have to let me know. Who was it? Los? I don't know how he proves that. Anyway, let's keep it going.
I'm too respected. If I was fucking young girls, I promise I'd have been arrested. I'm way too famous for the shit you just suggested, but that's not the lesson. Clearly there's a deeper message. Deep cuts that never healed and now they got infected. Like if Dave really fucked your girl and got her pregnant. Talk about breeding resentment. Not sure how to ease the sentiment. The shit's too intimate. I'm praying you recover from both incidents, but you a piece of shit. So
yeah, I'm ready to move on from this. Kendrick's not going to take the bait. He's not going to talk about it. We're moving on. It's interesting though, but I don't know how Drake proves this. The only way he proves it is if Dave or Whitney comes out and tells the truth. And I don't think that's going to happen at all.
The shit's too intimate. I'm praying you recover from both incidents, but you a piece of shit, so this shit really no coincidence. Drake is not a name that you gon' see on no sex offender list. Easy does it. You mentioned an A minor, but niggas gotta be sharp and tell the fans who was it. You thought you left D flat, D major. I'll slit your throat with the razor and do Rick Ross hair like that one flight from Malaysia. I'm your baby.
All right, now this is where it starts to pick back up. Yeah, this is where it's about to pick. I love this whole section right here. He says, you mentioned A minor, but Ninja gotta be sharp and tell the fans who was it. You thought you left you thought you left D flat, D major. Oh man. Hey, yo. I know y'all are gonna type in the chat. And I think actually Kendrick's last song was in B sharp, which is another double entendre to this one. Might be a triple entendre. B sharp. Yeah, it's triple. Because I believe that Not Like Us is in B sharp, if I remember right. Let me see. Yeah, see, LA, you're saying the wrong thing. She says, raise your hand if you've been accused of being a pedo. No, what you should be saying, LA, is raise your hand if you could be accused of being a pedo. Because anybody can accuse anyone of anything. So LA Wood, I can accuse you of, well, I'm not going to do that. You can be accused of anything. I mean, honestly, and especially, I'm not going to go into that, especially as a dude where the law is tougher in a lot of cases. You could get accused of anything. I mean, you could be in the wrong place at the wrong time. If you're alone in the room with the wrong person, I mean, your life could be over. So, yeah. Hey, look at Jay. I accuse ClassE of being a great dad and building a great community. Ah, shout out to you. No, yeah, y'all are wrong, man. If you could be, yeah, y'all are missing. LA Wood says, none of us have is my point. They don't just say that for no reason. Yes, but we're not Drake, LA Wood. Like you're not Drake though. I'm not Drake. I'm not Drake. And I've already been accused. I've been accused of doing people dirty by people I've never even done business with. And there are people who have left this community because they believe something that somebody else told them that I did, LA. Yeah, so, and I'm not even Drake, and there's people out there doing that to me. So, yeah, you're 1000% absolutely wrong. That's not the point at all. Yeah, not the point at all. So, I get it, but she said, I'm a female. We know if we're standing next to a pedo or not. Okay, well, I can't argue that point, so I guess I got to let you have that. And then she also said, okay, why out of everything he could have said, why did he say that when they say pedo? Can you retype that? Because I want to make sure I hear you. Yeah, and Corleone says, I don't know. I don't know about that. Anyway, we're going to keep it going. Here we go.
But tell the fans, who was it? You thought you left D flat, D major. I'll slit your throat with the razor and do Rick Ross hair like that one flight from Malaysia. I'm your baby mama screensaver. Only fucking with Whitney's, not Millie Bobby Browns. I never look twice at no teenager. I'm a fucking hit maker, dog, not a peacemaker.
Now this part.
Stop the cap.
Oh, Drake, why, man? Why, Drake? Why? I don't have a problem. We did some research into why he may have brought up the Millie Bobby Brown, right? Going back to what Kendrick said on Not Like Us. So that's fine. I get him bringing up Millie Bobby Brown, and that's also been pointed to on the internet and several occasions that their relationship might have been weird. We don't know. But he said, I never looked twice at no teenager.
Stop the cap.
That's not true. Do I want to play this? I can't play this video. It's just so bad, but I got to be fair. So I got to play it. LA Wood says he could have said anything, but he chose pedo just to lie. I'm missing it, LA. I'm sorry. I'm trying to get what you're saying. Lo says some people would just say anything, but Kendrick isn't an idiot either. Let me see. Imperial Stats said Drake ethered himself again. GOJ said there's a video of him on stage lusting over a 17-year-old. Yeah. I can't play it. But if y'all can go look it up and do your own research. This is a situation. This is just hard to watch. And there's absolutely no defense, zero defense for this. I'm not going to play the whole thing.
What's your name? Tia. Where you from? Y'all make some noise for Tia from Denver, y'all. You look very nice tonight, by the way. I like curly hair. I like your hair. Stand right there. Just give me like...
All right, we're going to fast forward. It gets worse. I'm not playing the whole thing. There's no defense for this. Drake was 23 at the time. She was 17. This article, I get that they mention it. That's fine. That's great. They say, oh, he was in Colorado when he performed. The age of consent in Colorado is 17. So that's fine. Drake legally isn't a predator. He isn't a pedo, but it's still weird. It's hard to watch. It's hard to watch, man. Yeah, Imperial Stats, because I mean legally he could. But it's weird. Anyway. LA Wood said the proof is right in their face. That's all I'm saying. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's hard to watch. What GOJ says Amber Alert. Yeah, and that's why we're going. He said he never looked twice at a teenager. That's a lie.
Stop the cap.
Drake is he's killing me, man. I hate this track so much. It's time to pull a J. Cole. We got to delete this, Drake. Come on, man.
Yeah, bullets that I'm stuffing in each chamber. Your ass in extreme danger. Stop buying views and buy comments. You may as well keep the paper. Shit you about to need for later. I give a fuck about your streaming data. You could drop 100 more records. I'll see you later. Yeah, maybe when you meet your maker. I don't want to fight with a woman beater. It feeds your nature. If you still bumping R. Kelly, you could thank the savior. Said if they deleted.
This part is also weird to me. I'm a hit maker, dog, not a peacemaker. Yeah, bullets that I'm stuffing in each chamber. Your ass is in extreme danger. Stop buying views and bot comments. You might as well keep the paper. Shit you about to need for later. I give a F about your streaming data. You could drop 100 more records. I'll see you later. This is a problem. Kendrick didn't mention the streaming numbers. Drake brought this up. Drake, why'd you bring this up, man? Nobody was we were talking about it. I don't know. Did Kendrick mention this? Oh yeah, even Genius says Drake is calling out other artists or individuals who artificially okay. Drake then dismisses the significance of their streaming data, indicating that he's not impressed by their supposed success achieved through artificial means. I don't like that at all. This should have been
his music and your music is going to a hypocrite. I don't understand why these people praise you. Sounding like you sent him commissary when he needs some paper. Album dropping soon. No wonder you turn a clout chaser instead of doing hard labor.
Now this is interesting here. He says, I don't want. He said, you could drop 100 more records. I'll see you later. Yeah, maybe when you meet your maker. I don't want to fight a woman beater. It feeds your nature. This is a bad take too, because if I were Kendrick, if I were Kendrick, I would take this line and the next drop. If there's a next drop, I would say the only way I'm a woman beater is when I beat you. It's because you're a bitch. Drake here is saying Kendrick is beating him. There's no proof that he's beating his wife. And he's called. This is bad. Yeah, Sam says the beat is diabolical too. Yeah, y'all caught that as well. Imperial Stat says that makes him a woman. Two bad bitches, like he said on Drake. Come on, man. If you're still bumping R. Kelly, you could thank the savior. Said if they deleted his music, then your music is going too, hypocrite.
What?
I get what he's saying, but this is bad that he put it this way. It's a good point, but bad timing, Drake. Really bad timing. Oh man, this is harsh.
Data, you could drop 100 more records. I'll see you later. Yeah, maybe when you meet your maker. I don't want to fight with a woman beater. It feeds your nature. If you still bumping R. Kelly, you could thank the savior. Said if they deleted his music and your music is going to a hypocrite. I don't understand why these people praise you. Sounding like you sent him commissary when he needs some paper. Album dropping soon. No wonder you turn a clout chaser instead of doing hard labor. Nigga, I see you when I see you like Fantasia. Whitney, you can hit me if you need a favor. And when I say I hit your back, it's a lot safer. I promise.
All right, he got him there. That was a good line. I like this one. And Whitney, you can hit me if you need a favor. And when I say I hit you back, it's a lot safer. Yo, that's crazy, man. That was wild, but it was funny. I give him that.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, this shit was some good exercise. Like, it's good to get out, get the pen working. You would be a worthy competitor if I was really a predator and you weren't fucking lying to every blogger and editor, but it is what it is. You definitely got this shit burnt.
You would be a worthy competitor if I was really a predator? What? What? I'm lost. I'm lost. I'm so lost here. Drake was accused in having connections with younger women, as stated by Kendrick Lamar on Not Like Us. Yeah, we know this, but he already addressed it. And then we're like, what is it? You're being a worthy. You would be a worthy competitor if I was really a predator. So what is that saying about Kendrick? That's saying, is he trying to say that Kendrick is a predator? Or he's less than a predator? Oh my God, man. This is just I'm lost, man.
I was like, it's good to get out, get the pen working. You would be a worthy competitor if I was really a predator and you weren't fucking lying to every blogger and editor, but it is what it is. You definitely got this shit burnt the fuck out though. Like, you got 10 more records to drop. The one before the last one, we finessed you into telling a story that doesn't even exist. And then you go and drop the West Coast one and try and cover that up. I would like that one. That would be some shit I could dance to if you wasn't tripling down on some whole other bullshit. But, you know, at least your fans are getting some raps out of you. I'm happy I can motivate you, bring you back to the game, like, you know, but.
Yeah, here's the problem, Imperial Stats. Imperial Stats says, I hope he ain't claiming that pen. I think Drake wrote this. I do. I think Drake wrote this. This sounds too personal. The outro, definitely Drake. So this part doesn't make sense. And the whole thing is just super personal. Super personal. I mean, there's so many things I could go back to and point out. Where he's talking to his mom, saying, I get it. This is why you're so obsessed, which this part was really good. But then he messed it up when he started going to say, just for clarity, he should have stopped. This is way too personal to be. I don't think Drake had help with this at all. And there's other tracks I think that were great that you can hear Drake wrote, but this one is a miss. Oh my God.
Just let me know when we're getting to the facts. Everything in my shit is facts. I'm waiting on you to return the favor, like.
All right, there it is. Drake with The Heart Part 6. What do y'all think in the comments? Was this a hit? Was this a miss? What was your favorite part? What was your least favorite part? Should have been left in drafts. You gotta tell me. All right, we'll take one more little break and then I'm gonna get some of y'all on the phone. So if you want to call in, the link to call in is in the description. I really want some of y'all to call in. It looks like we have a couple of y'all back there already. So we'll get into it here in a second. We're gonna take a little bit of an intermission and I'll be right back. Yeah, Jay, you can call in. I see you back there.
We're real strong.
your skin, believe in your health, believe in yourself, believe in your talk, believe in your walk, believe in yourself.
Since everything starts with self, let me hold this mirror up and take a look at myself. Before I judge you, I gotta check myself. And I come to find out that that's good for my health, right? Change your mind and watch the whole body follow. So you won't hear me talking about I'm hitting you with hollows. I can't do it, got plans for tomorrow. And I ain't trying to bring my seeds no type of sorrow. Wait, cause fake rappers do fake-ish. I mean, most of basic get replaced quick. I'll never sacrifice my soul. Truth is, so I might never get 1 million records sold.
All right, shout out to the Bishop for that amazing intermission song. All right, here we go. All right, let's go ahead and get into it. Let me see here. We're gonna do it this way. All right, let me see who we have in the back. So we've got a good bit of people in the back. Dope, dope, dope. All right, I see y'all in here. Let's go ahead and we're gonna bring Jay up first. Let me turn this all the way down. All right, shout out to Jay. Jay, you are muted, but you are live, man. What's up, Jay?
Hey, it's been a while. But yeah, I have a lot of like opinions on this. My personal like feelings on this. I just want to point that, want to make sure of that. I before today haven't heard hardly any of the songs that have been dropped other than the first round, I think.
Mm-hmm.
With the J. Cole and everything right before, I think. And so second round, I have no idea what happened, but this round, I heard both the songs and I have some personal opinions on Kendrick and Drake. Drake, I've listened to a couple of times before this, not like very often. It's just, I've heard him on like the radio or something. I can't think of any specific songs. But Kendrick Lamar, before this entire like war that's happened, I've never listened to him before. And I gotta say, he's killing Drake. He's killing him. Like, dang. At least from what I know from this round, because I didn't hear Drake in the first round or the second round. Heard Kendrick's first round, so maybe I'm a little biased from the first round. Yeah. But Drake is with that song was just not it. Like, oh. But it's I will say, when you said that you were saying the song as something that like it was Drake, saying he's sorry for what he's gonna do next. That kind of like snapped something in my brain. Like I was like, that would make a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Based on like what the song, like the execution of the song was very poor in my opinion.
Terrible. I agree.
It was terrible.
Yeah.
I actually have the lyrics pulled up here. The like several, just like the I'm a war general, seasoned in preparation. That was just a like what? Like why are you comparing music to war? Like what? Like my jacket is covered in medals, honor, and decoration. What?
Yeah, and the funny thing is going to point that out. Kendrick has some physical awards that are outside of music that he won, like the Pulitzer Prize. So Drake saying that, it's kind of like, well, I mean, yeah, you got Grammys and other things, but it's kind of funny to hear that coming from him in light of the fact that Kendrick's kind of he's gone beyond music with some of the awards he's received. But anyway, I digress. Go ahead, continue.
No, you're okay. Now I will say that for the first, like the part that you were talking about, the mother eye part, that was like that when you said that, it did make a lot of sense to me. Yeah. When I was thinking, it does look like, in that I'm reading it differently now. It could be that he's not wanting to do, he's going to do something in the next round. And I hope he does, because otherwise he's going to get murdered. Like there's nothing, there's nothing, unless he comes out with an amazing track next round, he's finished. This one was just not it.
Yeah, I think what has to happen, in my opinion, is Drake. He has to make a hit song. He has to get back to his game, which is making hits. Like you said, I'm a hit maker, so make it hit.
Like the thing is I feel like I haven't heard the first two songs, so for Drake at least, so I'm not sure how they really hit or whatever. But this one, like, it felt like he was again just too on the defensive. He didn't he just kept going about the allegation, like that one allegation, like he just kept on going. Like you could have just had one like part of a verse talking about it, and then could have been done with it, you know.
Yep.
And then the outro, like, that hurt so bad.
I'm with you, Jay. I'm with you, man. So what do you think is gonna happen next? I mean, do you see it? Go ahead.
With my limited knowledge, I think Kendrick is either going to do one of two things. He's going to press Drake on his weak parts in the song, which there are a lot of them, so I'm not sure which weak points there are or that he's going to press. Or Kendrick is going to, take a step back and see what Drake can do next round.
Yeah.
Because again, like you were saying, like this could be like, a leading up to a bigger, a better track, I can't think of the word. Because if Kendrick does take a step back and if Drake does make a good track, I mean, it's good for both of them, like I was talking about the last time I was on the show, like it's good for business,
Yeah.
And so
100%.
the longer that they can keep this going, the more money they make.
Yeah.
And
I
so,
agree.
that's what I think is going to happen. In Kendrick's song, I didn't talk a whole lot about that, but like in Kendrick's song, I think there were some things that were a little just that didn't really fit too much or didn't have enough evidence to really back it or anything. But most of it was really good. Like the first verse and the second verse. I love the first and second verse. The third verse was all right. And then the fourth verse, I thought it had some credibility to it, but like you said, you don't quite agree with that. So, but that's, it's hard to really measure that.
Shout out to Jay, man. Appreciate you calling in, and welcome to the member side too, man.
Hey, thank you.
Welcome
also,
to becoming the movement.
Free Free's on camera. I just want to point out, Free, you look really fresh.
Oh, shout out to Jay showing love to Free, man. All right, appreciate you, Jay.
Right.
Thanks for calling in, man. You can call in anytime.
Thank you. I'll see you guys later in the chat.
Peace. All right, speaking of Free, let me go ahead and get Free up here. He said he's looking fresh. What's up, Free? Free, since you're looking fresh, you want to be on camera? Oh, hold on. He hasn't. I think there he is. You want to be on camera, Free? Oh, no, you're breaking up, man. Dang. We might have to come back to Free. Hold on a second. Let me see. We've got a new timer in here. Let me get Miss Stacy Bolton in the building. How are you, Miss Stacy?
Mr.
Oh, dang. Hey, you know what, Stacy?
What up?
I'm going to blame it on Javier LaFleur because he said he's got a relative in his family whose name is Stacy. And I was stuck on.
I peeped that.
Yeah, he said his auntie is named Stacy. So he messed me up, all right? It's his fault. My bad, Stacy. How you doing, man?
It's all good. What's up, fam?
Oh, man.
Hey, listen, man. Hey, listen. Where I see it, Kendrick is the leader of the new hip-hop culture. He is the one. He was born and raised hip-hop. When I think hip-hop, born and raised into it, in your blood, you grew up in it, I think Kendrick Lamar. That's the advantage he has over Drake. Drake can make hits. I love like the melodies. I love the tunes, the melodies, and all.
Yeah, just
but
like Kendrick
when it comes
said, right?
to the art, of hip hop, the culture, he's the one. He's the one. I've been saying it since he came out. I knew it. He's the one. It takes a special kind of artist. He created this whole. With like that, he created this whole uproaring of hip hop. He created the whole thing.
Yeah,
what we're doing now, Kendrick created this.
Now, a lot of people will say when it comes to Kendrick versus Drake specifically, that there's really nothing Drake could have done to move himself forward in the conversation in the hip hop culture. Would you agree with that? Or do you think maybe there's something that he could have done in this battle that could have changed your mind?
It's nothing Drake could have done. Drake uses the new and upcoming art. He needs them much as they need him, if not more, to stay relevant. Drake is a industry guy. If they gave Drake a contract for $500 million, they looking to recoup 1.5 billion back. You got to think about it. They have to get their money back off of Drake. And the only way he can stay relevant is he jumps to the new and upcoming artists. The young and upcoming artists. These young and upcoming artists, they're the future. He's 37. He's jumping on tracks with 22-year-olds. He has to stay relevant. Kendrick, he don't clout chase. He don't jump from the new artists. He does his thing. Originality, authenticity. That's what you get with Kendrick. Never heard of a ghostwriter. Never heard it. He's not compromising that way whatsoever.
Now, let me ask you one more question. In the case with Drake collaborating with new artists, especially recently, you know, you've got the Sexy Red, you've got the Four Bats, you've got the other artists. Do you think at this point he's the one gaining the most out of this, or are the other artists he's collaborating with, or is it even? What would you say?
I think that he's gaining the most because his numbers stay up. The newer artists, they may come and fade away. He's not doing a collab with them. He may give them one hot track to put them on, and then he just jumps to the next person to put them on, and he maintains that. But with Drake is just, I like Drake for the melodies, like Kendrick said, but when it comes down to it, I just don't trust him to take the culture of hip hop to the next level. You follow me?
Yeah, I follow you, man. Those are great points.
Kendrick is the one, man. The Pulitzer Prize winning one. He writes stuff that people write books, don't even get awards for, novels. They dream to get these type of awards. Here's a kid from Compton who grew up in the culture. Is undeniable. Nothing but hip hop bleeds through his pen, through his blood. He breathes and lives this every day. Drake, he came up on Degrassi. He's an actor who kind of dibble dabble with rap and kind of got an avenue and made his way. Fine, cool. Hard work pays off. But at the same time, when I look at the core of hip hop, when I think about hip hop and who I wanted to take it to the next level, to be the face of hip hop, I would have to go with Kendrick. Hands down.
There it goes. Hey, Stacey, I appreciate you, man, for calling in.
Appreciate you.
Yeah, you definitely made some great points, man. You can call in anytime. We do this every day, so make sure you keep stopping by.
Appreciate it, fam.
All right, be
Take
blessed.
care.
You too. All right, so I wanted to shout out to Stacey too for being a good sport. Stan in here says, he asked me a question. He said, ClassE, do you think it'll be an MGK outcome for either of these guys? Because this will just end up with straight proofs and facts, because this one's gone way too deep. It's hard to choose one without proofs. Is this going to be an MGK outcome? Absolutely not. No. Because Eminem was here. MGK was here. All right. Eminem was to the ceiling when it came to prowess, when it came to career wise, and MGK was more so just tired of Eminem picking on him and wanted to fight back. Right. So in this case, we have two of the top artists in hip hop going against each other. And I really don't. And if it were a Kendrick versus maybe a Kanye, I could see where maybe we would have that MGK moment to where one just absolutely destroys the other. But because Kendrick and Drake are on two sides of hip hop culture, it's going to be hard for that moment to take place unless Drake just drops everything in his entire career and says, okay, we're fully focusing on hip hop, or Kendrick just goes to the other side. Yeah, I don't see it being that, because they're just not the same. Drake, again, I've said this before, Drake is the hit maker. He is the industry. He embodies everything that the music industry is, good or bad, just as Stacey said. But when it comes to Kendrick is the hip hop culture. Like, when you think hip hop culture right now, you're going to think Kendrick Lamar. You're going to think Kanye. You're going to think, well, I was going to say J. Cole, but anyway, so that's what I would say to that. Long and short answer would be no. I don't think it's possible for there to be an MGK outcome unless Drake either ends up in jail or in prison and his whole career is just done. Yeah, rest in peace to J. Cole. Javier LaFleur said, I've never called in. Javi, you should call in. You should call in. Let me see if I can get Free up here. Free, my dog, you good to go?
Yo, what's up, ClassE?
There he is. Free's in the building. All right, what's on your mind, man? I know we've had a lot of conversations over the past few days.
Yeah, I remember I hit you up. I think it was yesterday morning, and I was like, when I seen the reaction virally of how people reacted to Kendrick, shit, that's what he was supposed to came. He was supposed to came with that, like right after that shit with Future. You get what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
And then motherfuckers wouldn't have been wanting to hear Drake after that. You feel what I'm saying? And like, just to hear the music back and forth, because me personally, I'm not really a fan of either one of them. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
to hear the music, and like Jay was saying earlier, like, he's a first time listener, and like, to hear how it comes off, that's what I was explaining the other day. Like, yeah, it's cool to be like an artist and be into what you do, but if you're a signed recording artist, you have to make music for other people, and it has to stand the test of time. That's actually your purpose. And you might not want to do it, and that might not be your goal, but if you're going to make money, that's what you have to do.
Yeah.
And generally, like, the past, I wouldn't say the songs are boring. Like, this past song Drake dropped, that shit was boring as fuck. Lyrically,
yeah,
he had some points where he was hitting, like, when you were asking, like, what that line mean, he was just saying that, like, Kendrick he would say a lot of that shit's fire, but in general, like, you're rapping against a fabricated person, a person that you've made up, because whoever you're saying I'm not that person.
Yeah, and that's why it's hard with this type of beef. We can't call it a rap battle, because I don't know at this point if either one would survive a rap battle. That's a whole different world. But yeah, this beef going on is interesting just because it's hard to weigh and determine where each artist stands, right? Because we can go back, and we're going to go back through each round, and I'm going to break it down tomorrow. And we're going to go song by song, and we're going to listen to it just as a listener, just being like, okay, which one of these songs are you going to listen to? And I think that's why until Drake dropped The Heart Part 6 last night, I had them even. And I didn't see it. I didn't see one getting the edge either way. Now, not like us, definitely, like you said, it definitely is that club banger, and people are going to be playing it for a while. So I think it's up to Drake to drop that next hit.
I don't really look at it as far as a club banger. I just more so look at it as like, if you take all the dissing out of it aside, like, are you going to listen to this again?
Exactly.
And like, that's what all the music, like, I take and I digest. Like, if I hear a song, like, if I'm compelled to type in your name and listen to it again, that's what makes it a good song. Like, I get some of the dissing, yeah, it makes sense lyrically, but like, you can't say like Kool and the Gang wasn't a great group, or the music that it made wasn't good music because it wasn't lyrically that. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody has their point to get across. So like, if you're getting your point across and I can understand it and digest it, then hey, I'll take it.
Yeah, and that's a great point, and that's something, you know, we talked about the other day. Is I just think there's different sides to hip hop. You know, there's the side where people want to have something that's lyrically appealing and really goes back to, you know, some of those different roots of hip hop, or those different times in hip hop, like the NWA times, where hip hop was more about a movement and lyricism, about sending a message. And then you have the others who want to go way back to when it first started, and it was more, you know, who can make the most memorable song, or the song that gets everybody on their feet. So I think there's so many aspects to it. It's kind of hard for us to weigh and decide where each song falls, because everybody's going to have a different opinion.
ClassE, quick question. Like,
yeah,
I know you were saying that you didn't agree with the last part. Like, you felt it was kind of lame about the him saying the stuff about kicking it with the different artists and getting features and whatnot.
Yeah.
And I agree with you on that point, because like at the same time, like that's how we do music. Like, we feed off of each other. Like, we in the community, we, like, some of us are older, we collab with the younger people just to make music. But at the same time, like, the reason I personally don't fuck with Drake is because he says a lot of cool shit in his lyrics that, like, we as a culture, like, accept that shit for so long, and now all of a sudden we're not cool with it. Like, I think that shit's weird as a culture. Like, why are we so wishy-washy now all of a sudden? Like, he's not accepted to the barbecue when he's been saying shit like, I wear every single chain even when I'm in a house. The last diss, he put all our people on horses, putting them in the field. Like, you put our people back in slavery through your lyrics. And where do we find that shit cool? That shit's never been cool to do. And why do we find that shit cool?
Yeah, so you're referring to what part of the song specifically?
The last part where he was virtually saying that he's like, he's not a colleague, he's a colonizer.
Oh yeah, you're saying Kendrick's being inconsistent because
no. I'm saying that Kendrick is just speaking on more than just the features. Like, Drake says a lot of cool shit.
No.
Like,
yeah,
we accepted it for so long. Like, I got a white friend that says nigga. Like, why do you think that shit's cool to say in music?
Yeah, no, I 100% agree. I get what Kendrick is trying to say here, but it's just hard to, I guess it's hard for me in this situation, because so many of them not only wanted to work with him, not only benefited from that, but I mean, that's just a part of music. So, you get what I'm saying? So I get the point that Kendrick is trying to make, but I mean, they weren't forced into making and collaborating with Drake. So there had to have been something there that they wanted to collaborate with. And I mean, there's so many other artists you can name who are outside of hip hop that collaborated with the artists he mentioned too: 21 Savage, Quavo, 2 Chainz, Thug, because it's a part of the business side of things. So I think, I'm saying I get the point that he's trying to make. I just wish he would have done it a different way, because you can't really
more direct.
Yeah, exactly. You can't really take these artists who benefited from the mutual music business side of things. So that's what I'm getting at. Now, if he had done what you said and pointed out, hey, these things you said and these specific things you did were wrong, then that would have hit harder to me than saying, oh, Lil Baby helped you get your lingo up, and Future did this, and 21 gave you your street cred. To me, it's like, I mean, how, just because they got on the song Drake got street cred, I'm not seeing it, because I think the hip hop community has been pretty consistent when it comes to accepting Drake. But maybe that's just me.
Yeah,
I could be wrong.
That's what I was virtually asking. Like, why all of a sudden, like, are we now not accepting him after, like, he's been weird?
Yeah, I don't think that's fair. So you're saying you don't think it's fair to do that?
Yeah, I don't think it's fair to do it now. Like all of a sudden, now you're not my friend. We're not cool no more. You can't hang with him.
No,
Like,
it's the game, man. It's the game. It's all the game. So you got to separate the two. And I've had this conversation and I joke about it all the time, just about artists. Some artists getting upset if somebody sings the N-word, or if they sing Ninja, and I'm like, y'all are out here promoting and having people on stage and wanting them to sing your music. So if you're gonna do that, don't get mad when they sing it, or if they say it, in passing, like, hey, what's up, my ninja? Like, they hear it all the time and y'all are promoting it and pushing it to them and say, hey, you can listen to this, but in these certain situations, just, hey, don't say it. So I think there's a lot of hypocrisy in those senses in the hip hop culture, and it's something that needs to be talked about.
That is very true. That's mainly what I was trying to say. Like, why are we like so hypocritical about? Because like now all of a sudden he's the white boy. Like,
yeah. Rick Ross wasn't complaining when Drake gave him all those hits, so I don't like to see that either.
Yeah, but thank you, ClassE.
Yeah, I appreciate you, man. Hey, great points, man. Free. I always love when you call in, so you can call in anytime, man.
Most definitely. Kendrick up though right now. He up.
Hey, there he goes. I'm with you. I agree 100%, man. All right, let me get free out of here. Appreciate you, brother. All right, let me see who else we got in here. I think Easy D is up next. Shout out to Easy D. Let me see if I can get him up here. Easy D, are you ready? And what does Imperial Stat say? Oh, his comment is hidden. Let me see. Can somebody show his comment? He said, you can sing Bish, but you probably couldn't say, what's up, bitches, to some females. Yeah, there's a double standard and then there's hypocrisy, right? And it's a fine line. That's why I'm a person who says I'm not even gonna go there at all. I'm not gonna say it around my friends. I'm not gonna say it to my family. I'm just gonna, because I think it avoids all confusion. Let me see. Easy D, can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right. What's your thoughts, young man? How you doing? First of all, you doing all right?
I'm doing good. How about you?
I'm doing great, man. Appreciate you.
That's good. But so they're saying that Kendrick might drop tonight. They've been saying that a lot lately.
Really? Where are you hearing this at?
I'm hearing this on this website. I forgot the name of it, but like it tells you all the news about hip hop.
Is it Hip Hop DX?
Yeah, I think that's what it's called.
Okay. I'll have to check that out. Yeah, I was thinking, I thought after Drake, I knew somebody was going to drop last night. I didn't think it was going to be Drake. I thought Kendrick was going to drop again. But I thought for sure Drake was going to drop his Not Like Us type track last night after his, emotional, this is how I feel type track. So I don't know. It'll be interesting to see if something drops tonight, especially if it's Kendrick. If Kendrick does, man, I think he's going to be up pretty big. If Kendrick drops first, I think Drake needs to drop next, to be honest, because it's not looking good.
Yeah.
Now,
then
go ahead.
Wait, were you gonna?
No, after
you. No, you can go ahead. All right. So on Drake's diss, I think he wrote that himself. I really think he did.
I agree.
Because you know how like he has ghostwriters and stuff sometimes.
Y'all with these ghostwriters, man, leave that man alone. He is trying to produce as much music as possible. All right, there's nothing wrong with ghostwriters. Y'all stop it. Yeah, he has ghostwriters sometimes. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah. Well, like the outro was kind of personal. The outro, on my opinion, it's very personal to me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
it's personal. Like, I think.
Yeah, go ahead, Easy Day. I'm with you.
Yeah, I thought I broke out for a second because it said that I got muted. I think that's because I was lagging a little bit.
Nah,
but anyways, like I was saying that it was like on that personal level where like it doesn't seem like no one wrote it for him and he had to rewrite it in a way. It didn't really seem like that.
Yeah, if Drake wrote it or not, this track needed a proofread. I don't know who put this one out here, which is why I think Drake wrote it as well, because there was just so many missteps in this track. It was confusing. So yeah, I think it's a shame, but I don't know. Drake, I think will get back up this next round, and he'll bring back the Drake that we were looking for sure.
Yeah. And then on Google Maps, you know how like when you put his address, it just shows like it says owned by Drake, right?
Yeah.
Well, now if I'm looking at it, it says like the K. Dot Park owned by Kendrick, and it says stuff like that, like Kendrick owns him. Like it's funny because like it's funny because it's like saying Kendrick owns him, like Kendrick destroyed him and stuff.
Yeah, absolutely, man. I'm with you on that, brother. It's gonna be a tough match for Drake, but I don't know. We'll see what he does this next round. People are saying that he's waving the white flag. I disagree 100%, man. I think this is just the beginning, because there's so much. I mean, you have the Family Matters video we have to be explained. I know Drake is sounding like he's going to continue to press Kendrick about Whitney. Maybe Drake has some more information on what's going on there with the son. So yeah, this is just the beginning, man. I think we're going to be here for another couple months at least.
I think we're going to be here until December.
God,
I really think so.
Dang.
Because like they're on that personal level where like it seems it's about to last the rest of the year.
All right, so I'm gonna take it away from music for a second. Boxing match. Drake versus Kendrick. Who do you have? Who's gonna win that one?
Honestly, I think Drake.
Okay. Shout out to Drake.
On there, I think Drake.
Yeah, Drake.
I think Drake would win.
He's definitely out there putting in work. So shout out to Drake. All right, Easy D, I appreciate you, man. Hey, keep working out there, keep getting it, and you can call in anytime, man.
All right, man. Thank you for having me here.
Yeah, I appreciate you, brother. Peace. All right, let me see. What are y'all saying in the chat? San has some great insight here in the chat. He says, I'll say this again, even with ghostwriters, you have to be at a certain level to beat them. And Kendrick is up top right now. It's not that easy to do. It's not that easy to do that, but Dot is different. His lyricism is deadly. I think Drake has written most, if not all, that's been going on in this battle, just to help keep his name clean, honestly. Because if it comes out down the road that he was using help from writers on a lot of these tracks, or on the majority of these tracks, I think that's where it would get kind of weird. So yeah, I'm definitely with you on that though. I don't think anybody, when it comes to lyricism, Kendrick is at the top for sure. Let me see. Javier LaFleur said, nah, he didn't write push-ups. Yeah, I think there was a couple writers on that one. Stacy Bolton says Drake needs more than Whitney. God. All right, let me get my guy Big D Right up here and see if he's ready to go. Big D Right, you good? Big D Right, are you there? Are you there, Big D Right? Check. I think he's having trouble connecting. Big D Right, can you hear me? All right, I'm just gonna leave the line open for when he gets his microphone situation connected. But while we're waiting on him, let me see what y'all said for this poll that I dropped in the chat. We had over 107 votes. Oh my God. So when it comes to which song won this round, it looks like we're all on the same page here. 87% of y'all said this is Kendrick won.
Yo, can you hear me?
Yo, there he is. Big D Wright's in the building. Let's go.
Hey, what's good? What's good? Now, you know I had to hop up in here, man.
I know you got a lot to say. I'm gonna let you have the floor. Go ahead.
All right, so between Kendrick, the last diss, Kendrick got it, bro. Kendrick got it. Nothing like that. That's the club bop that he needed. You know what I mean? It's not something boring. It's not something like we gotta like the code. It's not something like we gotta look up. We gotta like break it down. Like it was simple, straight to the point, and like he got his points across. Now, as a Drizzy fan, I know Drake's going to rebuttal back, but I'm telling you right now, y'all, the next drop that Drake drops is going to be nuclear. Cause I already know, like, cause the last one he did, that was his something like that was his soft getting into his feelings, like like, not his feelings, but it's like, all right, let me cover my bases real quick. You know what I mean? Let me let you know, like it could get vicious. Cause I already know, like Drake's a Scorpio, he's going to sting back. He's not going out without a fight. I'm letting you know that right now. Like you gotta be prepared. He know what he's doing. Like y'all think he's waving the white flag, but it's not over. I'm telling you.
I'm with you, man. I just the thing for me is this last track that Drake dropped. It's him in the boxing ring, getting that's Kendrick getting a knockdown. I'm gonna be honest, man.
Of course, yeah.
As tough as it is, I mean, this was the first knockdown of this entire thing. So Drake isn't out of it, I agree, but I mean, he's looking shaky. But I mean, how do you feel about the energy of the track? Because that seems to be a big emphasis in the community. People are talking about what it sounds like.
Drake was just trying to get like the allegations and everything like that. Like he was just basically saying like, look, like I baited you. You ain't got your facts right. Here's not facts. Here's the thing. So like he would just like so he could just cover himself. You know what I mean? So I feel like that was just a cover track though, for real. But like it wasn't just like he was just basically saying like, yo, like Kendrick, like come at me with facts like you say he was going to do in the first track. He said like I won't say no lies on you, so don't say what he say. He said
don't tell no lies on me, and I won't tell the truth about you.
Exactly. So Drake just want Kendrick to stand on his word though. But and now honestly, like Drake's gonna come back with something vicious, and everybody knows this. It's like they're afraid to say it right now because it looks like because the last track Drake dropped was just like it wasn't it. Like I ain't gonna hold you, that wasn't it. That wasn't it.
Yeah.
Like in community standpoint, like you asked me, oh yo, what song you gonna turn on for the disc? I'm gonna turn on the Kendrick. Like I ain't gonna lie. Like I want something to bump to, and then like that OVO, like come on, like that was he got people stepping and crip walking to that. Like come on, it's crazy out here.
I'm with you, man. I mean, I want to run that back right now. I'm not gonna lie. I'll probably run it back at the end of the show. Yeah, Kendrick killed that.
Because I'm over here, I'm like, it's catchy. Like it's like he got like Kendrick got us with the catchiness. I'm like, I can't lie. I was just like, I'm like Kendrick, no. Like when I heard, I'm like, damn, here we go again. Like, but in all honesty though, like I said before, like in this war, like Kendrick's up right now, for real. And I ain't gonna hold you, like, and like here's the thing though, like lyrically, we all know Kendrick got it. But Drake's giving off a good battle though. We can't lie. He's giving up like it's surprising me, but the real winner out of all of this is J. Cole.
Man.
Stop the cap.
J. Cole is not dead. J. Cole is just wait for the fall off. I'm telling you.
Stop the cap.
I'm telling you that.
Big D right.
What's
Big
up?
D right. Why are you trying? Why are you doing this to me, man?
Bro, come on. Like even everybody saying it online right now. Cole made the smartest move of his lifetime. He's the friend that got out the way to let these two people scuffle. You feel me? Without Cole, this went like it could have been a different story. Because like if Cole was still participated, it would have been over. Because like let's be honest, Cole and Kendrick have a battle with the pen. It's gonna be all warfare, and we know it's the truth.
Yeah, which I'm honestly okay. Here's what I will say, and I'll slightly agree with you. If Cole hadn't bowed out, which I'll have a conversation about that in a second. If Cole hadn't bowed out, Drake wouldn't have gotten as much credit as he's getting right now. So if Cole would have stayed in it and we would have had this big three battle, it sounded like especially when Cole dropped, 7-minute drill, that he was more so on Drake's side with this. But it largely benefited Drake when Cole dropped out, because throughout each of these rounds, we've been able to see how close Drake was. If Cole was in it, it would have muddied things up. It would have changed the dynamics. And I think it would have watered down the fight as a whole. So y'all heard me in the beginning. You heard me in the beginning. I said Cole shouldn't have got involved. But man, starting the game, dunking on your boy, fouling him, and then taking your ball home with 3 seconds left. Come on, man. I can't say that is a winner. I can't say that's a smart person. The smart thing to do wouldn't have been to show up to the court at all. But you're gonna get on the court, you're gonna drop, drop 50, and then you're gonna walk out of the game with 2 seconds left. The score is tied, and say, "Nah, I don't want to play anymore." Come on, man. I can't do it, Big D. Right? I can't.
Listen, but look, I gotta look at it from a maturity standpoint. You said like it didn't fit. It didn't feel right for his soul. Like,
oh
like,
man, don't do it. Come on, man.
No, you ain't mature.
Don't give me that soul.
Like most people can let a diss ride. And, like years later, say apologize. But Cole was like, "Nah, this ain't right. Let me get my spirit right, and let me get this off like this." You know what I mean? Like he did the right thing. He took the mature route. It's not saying he didn't want to smoke. It's just like saying like he he just like it just wasn't right. I can't get mad at him about that.
Big D, right? I 1000% disagree, and you know that. I know you brought this up just to try and trigger me. I'm not gonna get triggered. I'm gonna keep it cool. I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna let you. I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna let you go.
All right.
The issue I have with J. Cole is what I've been saying for a while. If he had stayed out of it, fine. But you recorded, you planned the release for, you got inside on, you collaborated with the producer, you got into the studio. Hell, you wrote it. And then you released the song.
ClassE. What was the name of the title? What was the name of the title?
No, don't do that, Big D. Right?
What was the name of the title though, ClassE? Come on.
Don't do that, Big D. Right?
I might delete what? Come on.
I might delete later.
Exactly.
But also, what was the title of the track? 7-minute drill. What is the 7-minute drill? Do you know what the 7-minute drill is?
ClassE, know this.
What's the 7 minute? I answer your question, Big D. Right? Answer my question. What's the 7-minute drill, Big D. Right? Do you know?
ClassE. What? Listen,
the 7-minute drill is J. Cole's practice. Do you know what he was saying? J. Cole would say, "Hey, this isn't even anything. This is practice, man. I'm just out here practicing. I'm going to drop this track, and this is nothing compared to what I'm going to do." And then he drops out. No. Not doing it. And for his entire career, he's been going at Ye. He's been talking about, "I'm the man. I'm the number one. I'm the GOAT." And to do this because of his soul, Big D, right? This is the weakest move in hip hop history. And you cannot praise this man or say he was smart because he walked away from a fight that he started or that he got involved in. I can't do it, man. I can't let you do that. I love you, man. I appreciate you, but you're wrong.
All right. Listen. The fall off is coming soon, man. He's gonna make this all up.
I don't give a fuck about that album.
Nah, ClassE, man. I appreciate you having me up here, though.
Hey, I love you, man. I appreciate you calling in. You can call in anytime, brother.
All love. Kendrick's up right now. Drake's coming back. Just wait on it.
There it goes. Shout out to Kendrick Lamar, man. All right, Kendrick Gaines got to be real happy right now, because they're up. But Imperial Stats is in the Oh man, Prime says the boogeyman is coming soon. If Kendrick drops tonight, Drake is gonna have so much pressure on him to really come through on this next round. So honestly, after that next round, with it, in my opinion, being such a huge loss for Drake, it's still pretty close. If I have to put a score on it, I would say Kendrick is leading by 2 points right now, just because that track was so bad. So bad. So if Kendrick kicks off round 4, this is going to be great. It gives Drake some time. If Kendrick waits to respond, and we're kind of at this point to where we're like, "Hey, Drake, this is the last thing that you're going to put out."
Perfect.
It's not gonna be good. Yeah, and Cole's gonna, man, that Cole, the Fall Off album is gonna be like on some, hey guys, let's just make peace type ish. I don't want to hear that right now. J. Cole, just sit down, man. We don't want to hear, please do not talk about this battle again. Don't talk about my brother's fighting and I'm just out here writing. Like, stop. Anyway, that's it, y'all. We're gonna be back tonight, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for the Song of the Night Live. Y'all make sure you tune in. You get a chance to win $200. We are doubling the prize tonight, so you get a chance to win $200 and a Shure 55SH microphone. So make sure y'all tune in tonight. It's going to be a good time. We're going to hear some dope music, give away some door prizes too. Y'all do not want to miss out. Thank you to everybody who tapped into the show and was involved in the show. We will be back tomorrow for another episode of the Music Morning Show at 11:15 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thank y'all for being here again. Thank y'all for liking the video on your way out. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Keep growing, keep pushing, keep it classy. We gone. Peace.
No, say you ain't doing nothing, but you wanna win. You ain't paid no price, but you're trying to get in. You gotta put a little skin in the game. Say you gotta put a little skin in the game.
Classy, 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 classy. What I need,
I got what I need, I got what I need. Taking shots at the guard, I will never be. Can't go back, I'll never leave. Put that on my grave, yeah, that's word of me. Yeah.
Swear I seen this in my past life. Always gotta count and make sure that my cash right. When I walk out, I be dripping like I just got baptized. I don't see no competition screaming, fuck that side. Hey, yeah, fuck that side. From the north side, and of course I ride with my dogs. We say fuck them all, please don't get involved. Make a call, then they drawing chalk. This ain't hopscotch, no. Hey, I cannot fuck with the squares, must be out of your mind. Hey, I shed too many tears, yeah, I remember those nights. Yeah, wanted to pull out my hair, I was so sick of this life. Yeah, now I can see it all clear, I was just paying the price, yeah. Now I'm trying to get paid. Make sure when you count it, all the bills face the same. They gon' probably say I changed. New chapter, same page. Want it all, same dream. Circle small change, say, yeah. Yeah, it's looking like it died now. Whoa, yeah, I heard you on my spot now. No, I could never ever leave. What you mean? I got what I need with the team. What I need, yeah.
I got what I need, I got what I need. Taking shots at the guard, I will never be. Can't go back, I'll never leave. Put that on my grave, yeah, that's word of me. Yeah.
Swear I seen this in my past life.